Who walks among these halls, you ask? Look for yourself. This is the future. The voices of tomorrow, the leaders of tomorrow, innovators, scientists, artists, engineers, Olympians, leaders, educators, agents of change, not criminals, not failures, not walking statistics. This is the future. And it happens here, today, now, in the new Compton Unified. The Compton turnaround is real, and these are the hearts and minds that made it so. It started with the belief that we could achieve, elevate, and then it happened. Progress, achievement, victory, community, right here in Compton. No matter what color, no matter what gender, together they write the next chapter. Whether it be as a Centennial Apache, a Dominguez Don, a Compton early college high school Phoenix, or one of the first to graduate, a Compton Tar Babe at the new Compton High School. Who walks among these halls, you ask? They walk these halls. Together, they write the next chapter and become a part of our legacy here at Compton Unified.
And CSUDH get the spike planted only the second time.
Night Ice is on the rampage, taking out the enemy jungler. That is the ace for CSUDH.
Oh!
baby!
So we actually have a variety of programs for the Esports Association. One is career readiness. So we actually work with the Career Center here to better prepare our association members to learn those life skills that they are going to need so that when they make that transition over to a career pathway.
Awesome. This guy, we gotta turn around. This guy wins almost every tournament we throw. I'm telling you. You gotta watch him live. He's gonna be something big tonight.
CSUDH Esports Association is centered in 4 domains: academics and research, community engagement, competition, and entertainment.
We're trying to make sure that the students are prepared for the future, that they understand the diversity that media offers now, and again, look beyond the traditional outlets.
They can gain fieldwork, partnerships, as well as potential job opportunities and in both the higher education and K-12 fields.
We believe that esports is a strategy and not an outcome. Our association is here to help anyone that is willing to learn how to take your gaming skills to the next level through a supporting community. If you are looking to showcase your production talents to help support our esports teams, then this is the association for you. We host online and on-site tournaments that will allow our members to showcase their competitive spirit. Our association broadcasts out our competition and practices to entertain our community as well as our global audience. We believe that by joining us, you will come out of the association feeling transformed and better prepared to transfer your skills into your career. Join today and begin to explore endless opportunities through our Esports Association here at Cal State Dominguez Hills.
Everybody to the Compton USD Showdown, hosted by the Gamers EDU, hosted by me. I am Queen McRiv, aka Veronica. I'm a new Overwatch streamer, but I put hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours into this game, and I am joined by my lovely casters, Eli the Curry and Kuba. How are you guys?
Hello, everybody. I'm the esports Jack Black Kuba.
And I am Discount Kevin Hart, Eli the Curry. And we are your commentators, your casters for this afternoon of Overwatch. I am feeling wonderful. Kuba, how about yourself?
I can't get over that Kevin Hart comment. What? You don't even look like him.
I don't. I couldn't think of somebody with a big afro, so I just threw out the most famous.
Like, I know an esports guy that looks like Kevin Hart. His name is Subatomic.
I got it. No problem. No, I got it. Okay, we did it.
I'm doing good, Veronica. Thank you very much for asking. It's fine.
Sounds like it.
I'm very excited for today. We've been seeing all of these teams work so hard to get to these points. The coordination, the teamwork, the training, and it's finally all paying off for teams Legion and Shoutout Betty White right now.
Yes, they will be the two teams that will be competing in our championship final. But that's not the only match that we have today.
What?
We're actually going to have a consolation match between teams Primal Rage and Team Shadow Strikers.
Heck yeah.
So that is something that we can also look forward to. We're going to have double the Overwatch action that we've had from Monday and from Wednesday. And we get to see all of these wonderful students.
Is that too much Overwatch action?
There is no such thing as too much Overwatch.
No such thing.
No.
You heard him.
There's no such thing. The only thing that there can be too much of is too much calls for needing healing.
And too many
rank
DPS.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
not in roll. Actually, no. That's you get in roll queue and then.
Not enough people on point.
Yeah, there you go. Too many people chasing. So, but the thing about the teams that we've seen over this past couple of days, even with the teams who will be playing in our consolation match, is their coordination, as you mentioned, Kuba. And these kids have been working together over the past 4 weeks, this workshop, to get better as team members to work towards the goals that they've had, not only just learning Overwatch, but learning how to work together as a team, as a unit, as well as their own individual excellence as part of contributing to their role as tank, support, or DPS.
Absolutely.
So we're going to see all of that come to fruition in our championship match, and we're going to see how far the progression goes for our other two teams during that over the course of today.
All right, and now we are also...
And what would you say your guys' predictions are?
Predictions?
As well moving forward.
As far as the championship match goes, I would honestly have to say that I have Team Legion as my favorite for that, just because of what we saw from Zero, who was the mentor, so we do expect him to perform, really high up. But when I look at Zero's performance on the Lucio, specifically from Monday, it was really good. I love the way Maya Gonzalez and he worked together, that tank support role on any of those control points. They're so hard to get rid of. The percentage for Team Legion racks up really well.
And having your MVP be a support player it really just speaks for the amount of swing that they really have for the game.
Yeah.
I'm actually on the other side of things.
Okay.
You know me.
Yeah.
I'm a gorilla. I like to get in the front line and scrap around, which is why I'm a big supporter of Team Shoutout Betty White this week. I think that we saw so many good plays from both Sun and Wikitrix.
Yeah.
And then just the coordination between their tanks, the DPS, and the support, it all just felt like it melded together so well. And they had such clear combos chosen out for each pairing of their team. The synergy on not only their character picks, but the players, I feel like will absolutely push them out. But, chat, we want to hear from you. Let us know who you think is going to win, who you are rooting for today in the chat. Let us know. And let us know also who your favorite player is on each team.
Oh, yeah. I want to know.
Show some love.
If it's Wikitrix, shout him out. If it's Zero, shout him out. If it's E-Metal, shout him out. Let us know who your favorites are. I know Lemon made a big fan of us on Monday for Team Primal Rage. So I'm glad that this Consolation match will be shown because I am excited to see Lemon step back up to the plate and get another shot or 4 or 5 of those blossoms that we were speaking so much fans of.
Exactly. And then also let us know in the chat about exactly what maps you'd like to see today, because maps, as we've talked about the entire week, are very, very important for what kind of game it's going to be.
Location.
And while none of us can afford real estate, in Overwatch we can choose which real estate we get.
So, McRib, I wanted to ask you now, you've been able to be here on Wednesday, right? And you've seen the matches from Monday. What are your thoughts about the championship and the Consolation match?
Well, talking about the grand finals, the grand championship first, I think I'm on your side, Eli. I'm leaning towards Legion a little bit more here. I think that what you said was like perfect. was right on point. Like when your mentor is in like an integral role like support, they're really seeing like not only obviously your offense and your defense, they're seeing things in the back line that your tank mentor necessarily wouldn't. So I really enjoy that. I'm really looking forward to Legion and seeing what they have in store for us.
Oh, yeah. And I think it's going to be a very interesting matchup between those two teams specifically because we ended up talking about on Team Shoutout Betty White, not their mentor, Apollo. It's actually the opposite, right? We were talking about Wikitrix and Sun and how well they were doing. Specifically, Sun getting up front with Ashe and going after support. We saw that time and time again against Team Shadow Strikers on Wednesday.
The moment Wikitrix would flank, Sun would also push up, and the entire team would just kind of form this collective barrier around Sun, because as we saw, Wikitrix likes to play these highly mobile characters, be able to move around very quickly, be able to get these picks, usually snipe off at least 1 or 2 people in the backline, and maybe 4 or 5 if it's a Dragon Blade. Who knows? And then Sun would be able to clean up shop. They'd be able to just, or Sun would get a pick, and then that's when Wiki would be like, all right, it's time for me to go hard.
Exactly, yeah. So we have that now contrasting with, Zero's individual excellence, but also the team Legion coming around. We know Maya Gonzalez on that Reinhardt, and we also saw on Hammond. We know how mobile Team Legion can be.
Yes.
We know how hard they can be, and while we're not talking about them, honestly, it feels like Rare, Dodger, and Rain prefer it that way.
Yes.
They're very low key, whereas Sun and Wikitrix are obviously the stars of Team Shoutout Betty White on the offense.
You only see their names in the kill feed, maybe every once in a while somebody else.
Yeah.
Usually the assists from the rest of the team. Obviously, there's a whole lot of team synergy going on there. Right. But with Team Legion, it's very much just like they're a unit. They are Legion. They are Legion.
Yeah. And it goes to show how different keys to success factor in. Every individual as part of the team is going to contribute something different. So maybe if you are on Team Legion, you don't need your DPS to show up as big, but you are going to work together to raise the whole up higher than they could accomplish individually.
Exactly. It can show just the kind of synergy that a team can have that shows exactly that each role can be equally important in a game like Overwatch, or you can put all of your resources into that one role. You can really choose with your team and find success, just like all of you out there can find success today with our raffles by entering in the chat today. The more viewers, more chatters we get, the higher tier of raffle we're going to get. We're going to be announcing those by the end of the day.
Tweet that out. Make sure you get that on your social media. Share the stream link. Get it out there so that we can have more people come in. We can see more Pog Champs or Monka S, all the emotes that you love using. I'm sorry, I'm dating myself again. I'm old enough to remember when Twitch didn't tell you what the emote code was.
I remember when Total Biscuit got his LOL emote and he was like, guess I'm an emote.
I'm old enough to actually know PogChamp's real name. I just thought about that.
You know PogChamp? Pog stands for Picture of Gutex.
You're Twitch years old.
Yeah, no, Pog stands for Picture of Gutex.
That's actually amazing. That's actually amazing. So we've been talking about some of the players. We're going to talk about some of the characters that we're going to see, some of the roles. For those of you who are not as familiar with Overwatch, I know we have parents who are viewing in to support in their children.
Which, thank you so much. My parents would never have done that. They would have just yelled at me for playing video games. Yes. Absolutely.
Shout outs to the true support roles, the parents.
Absolutely, for supporting your kids and doing this thing that we had to argue with our parents for about being a real job for a very long time. But y'all just kind of hopped on board. So we're very down with that. We were literally talking about that before the camera turned on. We're like, high school teams?
High school teams. Oh,
that's amazing.
The studying I would have done if I'd have known.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Absolutely insane.
So there are 3 different main classes in an Overwatch team. There is DPS, that stands for damage per second. These are characters like Genji, like Reaper, like Ashe, who primarily excel in dealing damage.
Most of them
are highly offensive characters. They can be highly mobile. Left alone, they will consume the health of everyone that they target, and they will get most of the kills for the team.
But they actually lack the ability to stay alive on their own.
Exactly.
They do not have survivability. If you start targeting them and they don't have defense from the rest of their team, they will go down very quickly.
Right, which is where the support comes in. These are healers and heroes who mostly excel in raising the health or adding defensive ability to their teammates. Characters like Mercy or Moira who heal you and who can do damage but primarily excel at keeping other members of the team alive. Like the DPS, they are also rather squishy, which means anytime they are targeted and not protected, they will go down very quickly.
Or they have to divert all of their resources to themselves, and that leaves the DPS vulnerable.
Exactly. And so protecting the squishy DPS and supports are the tank roles. These are your Reinhardts, these are your Orisas, your Sigmas. They are big characters, they're big targets, but they have lots of health, and they can shield themselves and others from damage. So you're going to see those 3 classes working together to ensure that they're able to complete the objective. Because Overwatch is not a game strictly about killing your opponents. It is a game about completing the objective.
It is a game about pushing a shopping cart up a hill.
More or less. Both ways.
Both ways. You got to stop them from pushing the shopping cart, and then you got to push the shopping cart.
So we'll be seeing different map types depending on the team's selections, but primarily we'll be seeing maps where there is a payload, which is a central objective, the shopping cart, as Cooper referred to it.
I love the shopping cart.
Only move when members of the attacking team are stationed around it, and it will go faster the more players are on it. Or King of the Hill maps, which is where there is one central location that each team is fighting for control over, and the team that has control for that for the longest or up to 100% will win the round. Our championship match, I believe, will be a best 2 or a best of 5 series. So the first team to win 3 maps will win that. Our consolation game will be a best of 3. So the first team to win 2 maps in our consolation game will win there. So just to give you all the quick rules breakdown and understanding of what these athletes, and I say this, these student athletes are actually going to be doing today. It's not just memes and jokes about how good the name Shoutout Betty White is, and we can
Don't get me wrong, there will be quite a few memes. I can't stop myself. So everybody for tuning in, get ready for that. Make sure to talk in the chat, and we will be right back in a couple of minutes after these breaks and these messages from our sponsor. Shout out to Pizza Hut.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to the Compton USD Showdown. I'm your host, Queen McRib. On the line, we have all 4 of the mentors, and they'll be sharing a little bit of insight into how this experience was. But before we get into that, we're actually going to interview Joey Marie. She's a support main who's offered support to all of the teams. She's been super present in chat. And as a support main myself, I want to say, hey, what's up, Joey?
Hey. I
Shout out
like
Joey.
seeing other support mains in this realm because, there's a little bit of us, but I love to see all of us come together.
Right? It's like unity. How has your
Mhm.
experience been in this whole crazy experience?
I was a little nervous at first because I do tend to get quiet around new people, but the students that we have been mentoring have been amazing. They are so open and willing to listen while also teaching us how to play the game. I've learned so much from them.
Can you share a little bit about what you've learned maybe from the students?
Okay, a lot of it has been how to communicate because although some of these students came from different high schools, they honestly connected really well with each other when we reformed the teams. And seeing that inspired me to be more communicative towards my team and our own Dominguez Hills team because I did start off very quiet. So watching them easily communicate taught me how to just go for it, be open about hearing what other people have to say.
Yeah, and so you've been filling in for multiple teams, right?
Yes, I've done at least one practice with each team before.
So how has that been? Have you found that each team has their own needs when it comes to support?
Yes. Some teams I think are a little more quiet than the others, but I do feel like if you tell them just be open, if you need say someone's playing a support hero and they're really quiet when they're about to get dived, I told them just tell your team they don't want to lose you, so just scream if you need help because then when you lose a support hero, usually that means that you're going to lose the team fight.
Yeah, and it's integral. We've seen that
Oh,
in the
yes.
matches so far that one support being picked off could mean the whole point.
Yes.
But yeah, thank you, Joey.
No
and now I
problem.
guess we're gonna hear a little bit from the mentors.
Yes.
Say hi, everybody. We have all four of you. It might be a little overwhelming, but
Hi, everybody.
Hello there.
Don't do that.
Hello.
Hello.
So I do definitely want to start with Team Apollo, I should say. Team Shoutout Betty White and
Shout out
Team
Betty
Legion,
White.
whose mentor is named Zero.
Hello.
So I just want to know, how has your team's outlook changed as far as from Monday and Wednesday? Has anything changed in your team's outlook? I'm just so curious.
You go first, you or me?
Rock, paper, scissors in chat.
No, you go first.
Okay. So with the first game that we had against Primal Rage, we had a little bit of a better understanding of the importance of adaptability and changing the composition whenever it's necessary. So on the first map, for example,
Yeah, we definitely saw that.
Or on the first map, for example, they were running double shield, and so with that, we had to kind of improvise and come up with a solution for it. And I've seeing them do that on their own, kind of just made me reflect on how much they've improved as a team, in terms of gaming mechanics, in terms of game knowledge, and how to go against compositions like that.
Yeah. And
I hope
same
that
question, Apollo.
Yeah, it's
It did
it's
for sure. You could.
Yeah, it's like I said last time. It was a journey. We there was a whole week and a half where I don't think we won a single game in scrims or quick play or anywhere, and then we found the team comp that worked for us. Hashtag shout out Betty White. It's like goats but cooler. And from Wednesday to today, this was something I knew that would happen if we won on Wednesday, is that now our team comp is exposed. So I've spent the last times of social construct. I don't know how many hours it's been since we won, but I spent the majority of it just workshopping different team comps and heroes and whatnot. And I mean, either way, I'm super proud of my team because we wouldn't have thought that we would be here. I had faith that we'd figure something out eventually, but just the fact that they persevered, they kept grinding, and then once we found something that worked for us, we hard pressed on it. And just shout out Betty White, dude. Shout out everybody on Betty. Shout out Betty White.
And as for Team Shadow Strikers and as for Team Primal Rage, same question. Like, did anything change since your guys' match? Are you looking at any new strategies you guys want to try out going into the consolation round?
As for my team, I think we're just gonna go with the composition that did like a lot of work. Like for example, the match on Dorado on Wednesday, like it showed that we ran this one specific comp and we were able to dominate. So yeah, see more of that this upcoming match.
You have a comp that you feel like really works for you that you're gonna stick to.
Yeah, like the Ryan Zarya is like a good tank lineup for us to like push ahead, like be more aggressive. The DPS is fine, the healers is fine, just the tanks is like what we're just gonna stick with. We're just gonna like give it our all and see if we could push through in this match.
Yeah. And as far as this is a question that goes to all you guys, like do any of you have like a favorite part of it? Doesn't even have to be of the tournament, of the mentorship program itself, because it's such a unique program.
I think my favorite part has to be just getting to know these students, because we do get to know them like through the game and everything, but also like sit down and actually talk to my students about what they like and what their plans are for college and everything. It's like it reminded me of myself when I was in their shoes in high school, going through the motions and having a lot of anxiety with like, oh, what college should I go to? Like, oh, what do I want to be in life? And now with like a lot of like going through life and like learning, from high school like to almost graduating now, I was able to give them like a lot of advice and see like what their ambitions are and whatnot, and it was like really exciting.
Yeah, because I also feel like this program is teaching them real life skills.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
very much so.
yeah, when I was in high school as well, I was like part of like athletics because like that was like the norm. And then after I had been like dropped from my team, I had spent a lot of time focusing on trying to branch out esports in my high school and trying to normalize it as well, the way athletics was as well. So if I had to go back and like do it all over again, I would totally want to focus that, because there's a lot of I feel like a lot of the time like gaming and esports is seen as kind of nerdy and like to the side, but it really is just an amazing experience, not just for like players but for the people involved. It's like people like production and like like Compton Unified and Dominguez Hills like trying to offer like opportunities like this and allowing people to connect and like get to know each other from the same community and having a relative thing to like. I feel like that's like not only just good for us right now, but also in the long run. People, when other districts and other places can start normalizing this type of thing. So that's what like really makes me happy, is seeing this in a broader aspect.
Yeah, I totally feel that. And going off of that, do you guys have any advice for the youngins out there that really look up to you and want to make a career out of esports?
Follow your dreams, don't stop.
I say go for it, because the esports industry is like still super young, and these big gaming organizations and new ones that are going to be started, the CEOs and all the managers and all the pro players are probably like 15, 13 right now. Like we'll see them in the future, and if they just stick to their passion and everything, like the sky's the limit.
Yeah, we've seen a huge upswing in the last 3-4 years in esports because of things like, as regrettable as it is, like Fortnite, and then you have the Overwatch League doing what they're doing, and then Call of Duty as well. It's becoming more normalized as the kids who grew up on these things it's normal to them already, right? So, and promoting things like what we're
Yeah.
doing here today helps colleges and other places understand that this is something that's here to stay and is something that's viable no matter what level of competition it is. So, I think it's just keep grinding, just keep grinding. You never know what's going to happen a few years down the line, and just the most important thing, well, first, shout out Betty White, and the second is just manifest your dreams into reality. You saw me manifest a Pizza Hut pizza man to my door. Just manifest your dreams. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's very fair. That's very fair. And last but not least, and I have to ask because as an Overwatch player myself, I'm always looking for tips. I wanted to ask you guys individually because we saw a bit of your gameplay. The only gameplay I believe you didn't see was Dizzy. Is that correct? Because all of your team members were students.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah. So because we saw most of the mentors play and we could always use more tips, I know that. I just want to know, first I want to start with Zero's Lucio. Do you have any tips for us on Lucio? Please help us out.
All right. The thing is to never be on heels and always go for boops. That's just how you play Lucio. I'm kidding. Lucio's playstyle is very team oriented, right? So like the main goal when you're playing on Lucio is just to not be with your team, but to assist them. You are the pacemaker of the entire match. When you want to go aggressive and fast, you choose that. When you want to fall back and retreat as fast as you can, you choose that. Whenever you want to heal and sustain and stay in the fight, you choose that. You dictate where the fight goes. And Lucio's a very underrated hero, I'd say, at least in like the competitive scene. Like he's not used frequently, but when he's used right, he's very, very effective, as you like could probably see. But that's basically Lucio. You are the playmaker.
That's fair. And as E-Metal, you're Zarya. Like, please. I'm horrible at Zarya. I'm always losing my charge.
I mostly play support, but Zarya, what I do at Zarya is just I make sure that, let's say someone's taking a lot of damage, I try to bubble them, because you also get like a lot of charge, and you also save your teammate, which is important. I don't really have much advice for the tanks since I really just play DPS and mostly support, but I think that communication is like really key to tanks since they're the ones that protect the whole team, and if they fall, then the whole team falls.
Yeah, they control the whole fight. And then Apollo, I know you played a little Rhine, but I know you played main tank mostly, correct?
Kinda, yeah. So Jeff says that Sigma's a main tank. Jeff is a liar and a thief. Sigma's an off tank. He's supposed to peel for the supports. That's what an off tank does. That's what Diva does. That's what Zarya does. He peels. He's an off tank. Jeff, learn your game.
Classic Kaplan.
But yeah, Mr. Jeff Kaplan. But yeah, with Sigma's a bit different, right? Because if you're playing Sigma Orisa now, so the first thing you want to focus on is make sure that you're rotating your shields with your Orisa. So Orisa puts her shield up, and then her shield goes down. You put your shield up, and then when your shield goes down, hopefully the cooldown is off, and then Orisa can put her shield down. If it's not, you press shift, eat a bunch of damage, get a bunch of shield, wave at the team because it can't kill you. It's hilarious. And then by that time, Orisa's shield should be up. And then use your rocks to stun people out of ults that you can't eat, and your ult for stalling, or if you see a bunch of people are low, it's a great way to just get people dead hella quick. But besides that, yeah, I mean, and then with Rhine play, it's just be the biggest Chad on the field, because Rhine v Rhine is just about who can out Chad the other Rhine. And yeah, I mean, really, with Rhine, it's just out Chad the other Rhine. Sigma's a bit more nuanced, but yeah, that's about it.
And Dizzy, so you're a tank main. Do you have anything to add? onto that?
Honestly, just be a complete alpha unit.
True.
Because if you're not soaking up damage and pushing your team forward,
So
then
Chad.
like you're nothing. Just yeah, basically,
I've been
you
saying
gotta
it, tanks
flex
go
your
hard.
muscles and go in for the fight. Honestly,
Yep, yep.
There is no other way to say that.
Yeah. I always feel like my Reinhardt's always so timid.
no, you just gotta just go deep.
Well, guys, it was awesome to hear from you guys. Does anyone else have anything to say to each other, to chat before we start some bloodthirsty, friendly competition?
Dichotomy.
Real quick, I want to shout out Compton Unified and Dominguez Hills for making this happen, and all of the other sponsors involved. Thank you very much for providing this opportunity, not only to me and my other fellow mentors, but as well as to the students who are interested in this activity and this opportunity that they had for this program. Thank you to them. Thank you to Joey for being the backbone of most of our teams, as well as Thomas. He's not here.
Shout out Joey.
Thank
Shout out Joey.
Shout out Joey.
Shout out Grandma
Joey!
And big shout out to Pizza Hut. Am I right, guys?
Bro, Pizza Hut. Man,
Yeah.
of course. People out of thin air.
It's
I'm
true.
hungry right now, guys.
Shout out Gamers EDU for hosting. Shout out our hosts. Shout out our casters. Oh my god, our casters are so good.
Shout
Our
out
hosts are super
Ruben.
good.
Shout out everyone
Ruben.
involved.
Ruben's gonna hate this right now, but shout out Ruben. Ruben
Shout
did
out
so
Ruben.
much behind the scenes, y'all don't even know.
Shout out to the Grandmaster.
Of course, shout out Grandmaster Ruben.
Our director of production, Ruben Caputo.
Of course, of course. Shout out.
sir.
Ruben. That's right. That's right. We can feel you cheesing and your face getting red right now, but it's alright.
We love you, Ruben.
We love you.
But the most important shout out that I think equal to Pizza Hut is Betty White. Shout out Betty White. We're here for you.
Right.
And shout out to all the students putting in the work for like the past 4 weeks. It's
Yes.
amazing, super impressive.
Yes. It really has paid off. It's great to watch, honestly. I'm entertained. Makes my job easier.
It's awesome. Like a lot of them actually want to pursue esports in college, so it's just amazing to hear.
Yeah. All right, guys. So I guess that's what we're gonna hear from you guys today before we see what you have prepared for us on the field, eh?
Yes, sir.
I'm excited.
Hype.
So we're gonna head back to our lovely casters, Kuva and Eli the Curry. Let's see if maybe our interviews gave them any insight onto what to expect for today.
And we're back.
Yeah. We've just been sitting here soaking up that conversation and just listening as they talked about some of the things really valuable, using esports as a tool to further your study, to further your education as not just a competitor, but also as a student.
I can
but
learn
as a
to
person.
understand you much better if I can get familiar with the way you talk. I need
Meanwhile,
your permission to
I
help.
appear to have triggered.
Cortana, please.
There's an echo function somewhere. I believe I've triggered the voice activation system.
Okay.
But
Cortana, shh.
But one
We're
thing
trying to play.
you mentioned one of the very first people you spoke to about how communication was important and how you can be shy and it not be the first thing on your mind.
Absolutely. And we will discuss that way more right
Yeah,
after
Joey
this
mentioned
break.
something
We will be back in just a minute.
Right.
And we're back. Welcome back, everybody, to the Compton USD EDU Showdown. Very, very much appreciate everybody for tuning in. And before we get into that high-octane Overwatch action, I believe our Queen McRib has one thing to say to all of you and a couple of quick thank yous.
I just want to say thank you so much to CUSD Superintendent Dr. Darren Browley. Thank you so much to Deputy Superintendent Dr. Alejandra Alvarez, CUSD IT Director, we couldn't have done it without you, Tony Burris, and last but certainly not least, CUSD Board President Micah Ali. Thank you so much. Without you, none of this would be possible.
Absolutely. We cannot stress how much it is important to have the educators and the people in charge of education on board with programs like this, because it's already a tough sell trying to get parents on board. We need those doctorates to be able to be like, see, doctors like video games.
Yeah. Smart people play video games. Or support the children who play video games and learn life skills while doing so.
Exactly.
All right.
So we very much appreciate it. The amount of coordination, teamwork, and camaraderie that we have been founded because of this program is absolutely unmatched. So it is absolutely wonderful. But you know what isn't unmatched? Our two teams today.
Oh. They have been matched together.
Absolutely, because they both are in the winner's side of the bracket. Here at the grand finals of the Showdown, we have team Shoutout Betty White versus
You're actually ahead of yourself. I see your excitement for our grand final. This is our consolation match.
I got it backwards.
Yes, sir. We are going to start off with the two teams who were not successful in their matches. Team Primal Rage did fall on Monday to Team Legion, and Team Shadow Strikers was unable to overcome the golden aura of Team Shoutout Betty White on Wednesday, but those teams will meet here.
They got big Saiyan energy. They got big, get knocked down, get stronger energy.
Oh, yeah. As we mentioned, the mentors talking about
Saiyan Betty White energy.
the golden hair girl. You know how it is, man.
I gotta go.
Too real.
I gotta go. I
Too real.
can't do it.
Too real for Cooper.
I
You can't have it. You
I
can't flash back.
I was down with all of the Star Wars and Golden Girl jokes, but the moment you bring Dragon Ball into Golden Girls and you say the Golden Hair Girl Hair God, I gotta get out of here. If she goes blue, is she Golden Girl God Golden Girl?
Shout out Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Betty White.
Yeah, there you
Very
go.
simple. SSGSSSBBB Desert. Luckily, it's easier to communicate with your teammates that you need help or healing than it is to communicate the full length and title of some of those names. But we will be seeing Team Primal Rage going up against Team Shadow Strikers and a first to two map victory. So this is a best of 3 series between those two teams, and that will decide our winner of the Consolation and our official third place finishing team.
And there's a big change from what we've been seeing here from before, because all the other games have been first to 3s. This one's a first to 2, and that completely changes the idea of the game.
Yeah.
Before, you have a lot more time to adjust, a lot more time to analyze your play. There's usually a halftime break. Today, there will be no halftime breaks in our games.
Right.
We are going to be going right through them. They're going to have very little time to analyze, very little time to adapt, and that's going to show exactly how much teamwork and coordination goes into running teams like this.
Oh, yes.
When you have this little time, it really pushes you to the absolute brink.
Yeah, it's a test of what information you retained and understood prior to the situation developing. And it's also going to be a big test for all of these students' critical thinking skills. How are they going to be able to adapt to situations without being able to take a break and go back to halftime? How are they going to be able to work together in the moment when adversity comes? But we'll be very excited to see them perform under those pressures and really show up what they've been working on for the past 4 weeks.
Absolutely. All right, so for this first match, who do you guys have for it? Who are you thinking between Team Shadow Strikers and Team Primal Rage?
I honestly, I think it's kind of a toss-up. I'm really caught between the two because with Team Primal Rage, we saw how good they could be when they were aggressive, and we know that was something that Shadow Strikers struggled with regarding the DPS of Team Shoutout Betty White.
Absolutely.
But at the same time, Shadow Strikers had a very tactical mindset, and the individual excellence of Team Shoutout Betty White kind of prevailed over their teamwork, but I'm not so sure because we didn't see Primal Rage able to hit that spark. So we'll see which team is able to progress further with their individual playstyle.
Yep, and who do you have in this, Veronica?
I think I might be Shadow Strikers. I think I'm a big E-Metal fan. I really like. I was surprised that Zarya isn't even his main.
That's a fair
Are you playing DPS
distinction.
better than this?
I'm actually a big God Jr. fan over here. God Jr. Great name.
God Jr. on the support. If we recall, I know Into Deep running Moira last time. We'll see how that goes. Both teams are going to be running their mentors into the roster there, but we see 3 Dizzy, who I believe didn't get a chance to play on Monday.
Yep.
So that might be a big factor for team Primal Rage. You see 3 Dizzy on the Doomfist, Lemon on that signature Reaper that I mentioned on Monday, and then Into Deep running Vegeta, Pashigodi on Zarya, Your Bad Kid on Ryan, and God Jr. on the Baptiste. So this is kind of like a hybrid bunker dive comp from team Primal Rage. There's a lot of variety here, but there's a lot of brawl damage as well. Vegeta, Zarya, Ryan, and Reaper, as well as Doomfist, they love to get in the mix.
And as God Jr. is being on this character right now, this is the first time we've seen them in, I believe, the entire tournament. If not...
Baptiste or?
Baptiste, I believe.
We've seen Baptiste a couple of times, but I think this is the first time we've seen him deployed in what I would say is his strongest situation, where he's defending a point.
Yes.
Baptiste's ult, by the way, if you don't know, he basically opens up a window that just doubles the damage of whatever goes through it. So it's a very big ult for teams to go in. Meanwhile, Shadow Strikers on the offense, we're going to be running Ryan, Zarya from Crusader, 96 and E-Metal. As McRib mentioned, that big E-Metal Zarya is going to be a big factor in all of these fights. Meanwhile, Aegis will be on Moira, Prez Corgi on Ana, which is a departure from what we saw. She was typically on Zenyatta, while DPS will have Tessie Flame on Junkrat and Fast Gamer on Reaper.
Absolutely. And we are already seeing the aggression coming out here. Into Deep getting very low, but Team Primal Rage able to peel them off. And now we are seeing Team Primal Rage take the advantage here after getting pushed so low. Your Bad Kid tearing through the entire team. 3D Izzy being able to take out Crusader. And the only person to fall is Eve. I'm sorry, the only person to fall is Into Deep.
That was a tough situation for Team Shadow Strikers. We get a little bit of BM out of Lemon. You know, some people don't like when they see their hero on the other team. Just get a certain type of way.
Yeah.
But as we watch back at that first fight, one of the things I noticed there, Prez Corgi pressed up just a bit much there on the Ana. She does not have great defensive options. Her movement options, I should say, are very limited, as we see right now.
Oh my God, that was so good for Lemon. He was just waiting there, and none of the team checked their corners, and now they have to pop resources so they don't end up going down. And Lemon is still applying this pressure, pulling out his infinite shotguns, avoids the shatter, but is unable to get any picks here.
No, Aegis is coalescing, forging the path for Team Shadow Strikers, blazing through Team Primal Rage, as this fight looking very good for them. And you see 3 Dizzy going down right now. Your Bad Kid kind of just forced to fall back, but it looks like Team Shadow Strikers will take this point. It's all over, but the Baptiste now is hanging out. God, you're trying to hang out in the air, but Aegis just snatches him out of the sky. Team Shadow Strikers looks to take the first point, but is Primal Rage really attempting a retake here? Certainly not. Yeah, Your Bad Kid kind of he faked it, right? Saw if he
faked it till he made it.
Yeah,
you know?
see if he can maybe bait somebody into over-aggressing. But we got now Team Shadow Strikers unlocking the payload. They'll be moving on as Blizzard World, we didn't get into it, is one of those hybrid maps, and if they capture the point and then the payload through 2 points.
Oh, that is a huge pick for Team Shadow Strikers, being able to take out the main tank, Your Bad Kid. Now Pashigodi will be defending all on their own. Team Primal Rage getting incredibly low right now. 3D Izzy goes down, N2 Deep goes down, Lemon goes down, and we are seeing that this payload is not stopping anytime soon. Push that shopping cart all the way back to the shopping cart return.
Oh yes, as true heroes do. Return your shopping cart after you're done getting your gold.
That is the true moral test. There's nothing to be gained from it, only good boy points.
Just the right thing to do.
It's only the right thing to do.
So we saw there Lemon going for another one of those signature blossoms. What I really loved out of that, though, was the counterplay from Crusader. Was aware of that step back as the blossom happened and was ready to counter with his Earth Shatter to get the big takedown. Right now we're going to get 3 Dizzy comboing from that grab from Pashigodi. It's a big pick for Team Primal Rage, and this fight looks like it's going to go to Primal Rage very quickly.
this is a very, very swing-heavy game.
Yeah.
We're seeing both teams being able to get up multiple ults and then just trading team fights, being able to hold back the cart and then push the cart. Hold back the cart, push the cart. The ebb and flow of the universe. Everything must be equal. It all must be balanced.
Oh yes, it must be. A note here from the team composition. We see Pashi Goated on the Zarya. Pashi Goated was playing DPS on Monday. As we mentioned that 3Dizzy wasn't there. And it makes a lot of sense. You were DPS before. You move over to off-tank to allow a role for a more experienced DPS, but still maintain that big offensive presence, as we know Zarya has. As eMetal already getting a pick on 3Dizzy.
Yes.
McRib, I know you're happy to see it.
Ooh, and Fast Gamer going in, being like, I saw those Death Blossoms, Lemon. Let me show you how it's done. Gets in there and is able to take out all of Team Primal Rage.
Absolutely.
But Lemon is not. Lemon went down. Never mind.
No, there's a 3K there from Fast Gamer, a huge fight there, as that should secure second point for Team Shadow Strikers. And what's even more dangerous than that is you see Primal Rage, they're going to have to give up even more ground because the team was split in the way they died. Half of them spawned right up there too close to the payload, and the other half spawned in the very back. So now that's going to be even more free real estate for Shadow Strikers, and they're wisely pushing up, got 3 on to make that payload go as fast as they can get it.
Really just say it's free real estate in your commentary?
Only when only when it's really real.
I would never cite memes with willy-nilly.
All right, so there's that window out of there from God Jr.'s Baptista. It goes up. And you see Shadow Strikers excellently moving forward and around, right? That window goes up, the damage is high.
Oh!
Ring out and a tire! Oh my day!
Testy Flame getting the 5-drop with the tire, using that Zarya ult to hold them all together. The coordination from Team Shadow Strikers there is going to get this point oh so close to being captured. Oh my god, that was incredible.
We don't know who's going to win this game, but I can tell you right now, play of the game is secured. eMetal and Testy
Unless
Flame.
he gets a 6-bomb.
You know what?
If they are able to get a 6-bomb somehow.
You're right.
With that level of coordination, I can see it. But Lemon showing off those patented Death Blossom. But Fast Gamer's like, all right, look, we saw it. It's cool. Shuts it down. And it seems like everybody's going down
back
this
and
fight.
forth right now. Pashi Goated is highly charged and has that ult. eMetal falling back there. You see 3Dizzy now onto Echo, the newest hero of Overwatch. But for those of you who don't know, Echo is literally an Echo. So her ult is she'll copy one of her opponent's heroes, but her ult charge is like 300% faster. So she's a fully formed version of them, all their abilities, all their strengths and weaknesses, but with a supercharged ult percentage. And we'll also see Lemon now switching off of the Reaper onto Mei, so there'll be a lot of space creation there. Mei slows down heroes with her ice gun and forces them to stand still as they're frozen. So we'll see how they're able to coordinate those efforts as we see Shadow Striker pushing up all at once.
Ooh, but Crusader unfortunately is gonna go down. 3D Hizzy is taking people out left and right now. Fast Gamer able to take down your bad kid, but Primal Rage sees no reason to back off. They got way more picks, and they have the pressure they need to apply right now. There is only 1 minute left to push the cart, and if they are not able to get it down in that time, Team Shadow Strikers is going to have to be absolutely on top of the cart until the last second to keep that overtime clock going, or else they will lose the round.
So you saw there, Pashi Goated got the big ult there. He was charged already. Pashi Goated trying to get ramped up so that another big grab can come through. There's an opportunity here for an Earth Shadow if your bad kid can get it. Excellent wall there by Lemon. Seals off Crusader.
Oh.
Disney's Echo Ride is pushing up. Saw that ult charge already so quickly.
That was so good for them, but it wasn't quite enough. Team Primal Rage losing people left and right. God Jr. goes down, Lemon goes down. Only 3D Hizzy is left, and they are chasing them down. And will it drop? No, 3D Hizzy able to get away at the last possible second, but no, the pick gets there.
They can't make it right here. It looks like Team Shadow Strikers, they're super close there. They might actually get the grab to zone off Primal Rage. Such a crucial grab there. eMetal once again performing wonderfully.
Was such a good play there. That was eMetal knowing that there was only a little bit of time, dropped the ult charge there to be able to keep them off of the point, just like I am not able to keep my hands off of a Pizza Hut pizza.
Yeah, you're right.
It was absolutely fantastic, almost as fantastic. And all the educators at Compton EDU, at Domingo Hills, thank you everybody who has been supporting us. But the work put in there by Team Shadow Strikers, the coordination, it was such a back and forth game.
Yeah.
It was absolutely back and forth, tug of war, losing team fights left and right, and we are still getting back into it, seeing if we can take it to an overtime, which if Team Primal Rage is able to push it hard enough, Team Shadow Strikers does not have a whole lot of time left.
No, they will, actually. This is what made E-Metal's ult so important, is that they might have won that fight, but the time would have lost, they would have gone to overtime. You see up in the time bank, you see they have 18 seconds.
Exactly.
By preserving that single bit of time, that little bit of 18 seconds, it actually means if Team Primal Rage is able to push the cart all the way through, Team Shadow Strikers will get another chance to advance. They will get another chance to capture the point and unlock another payload.
Yes.
So that ult from E-Metal was so good tactically speaking. It wouldn't have yielded the most damage, but it wasn't about the damage. It wasn't about the kills. It was about the objective. And that's the type of thinking, the type of critical thinking and awareness that we are promoting here in this showdown. That's the type of mental acuity that these mentors are teaching these kids you need to have if you want to succeed in life or in Overwatch.
And Veronica, what do you think Team Primal Rage can do to help you get the same level of success that Team Shadow Strikers was able to get here?
You know, I actually feel like that coalescence from Aegis when they first pushed the point, it's a reminder that Aegis is not a healer to be messed with. We saw this from the last match too. So I think it's honestly paying a little more attention to the Moiras as well, not to underestimate.
I would agree with you, and I think Team Primal Rage is represented that. You see 3 Disney now onto the Pharah, and then now we've got Into Deep off of their Moira. That's going over to God Jr. Now Into Deep on the Mercy, and what that means is when you've got that Pharah Mercy composition, they're going to rule the skies. You see Fast Gamer immediately have to switch off after they died on Reaper to Ashe. Why? Because if you don't have a hit scan, a hero with a gun who can reach up into the sky and hit that target, you're just gonna get so much fire coming down from the Pharah, from the Echo, boosted by the Mercy.
Have you ever tried to throw a rock at a bird? It's not good. You're not gonna hit it. The bird's too good. But if you have a gun that magically teleports the rock into them, that's what a hit scan weapon is. That's exactly what you want.
Instantaneous, basically, for the pull of the trigger. It just hits where it's at on the screen. So we're gonna see that now out of Team Shadow Strikers, that they have to stop this payload. That first fight went so well for Primal Rage, and we see how well they're following up now as Crusader loses the shield. Thankfully, the Immortality field thrown up by Press Corgi, who was on Baptiste now, was actually able to save Crusader. But the damage is still pouring through. The barrage from 3 Dizzy, boosted by that Mercy. As you see, Mercy has 2 functions on her staff. The primary function heals, the secondary function boosts the damage. So she's able to coordinate both health and damage for the DPS.
And there's very little things that have multiple functions that aren't good in the world. Just like the function that Pizza has of both making my eyes open and making my mouth water.
And stomach full. It's a 3-piece.
I'm just talking about looking at it right now.
I get you. Right, so you see right now coming up to the final, or to the second point, we get the coalescence out of Aegis. Team Shadow Strikers pushing in, Pessy Flame able to get the pick on Pachi Goated. Lemon there you see right now trying to go in, but that slam from Crusader, but Team Shadow Strikers hasn't been able to follow up. Team Primal Rage is pretty split, as you see right there. 3 Dizzy with the barrage gets the pick on Pessy Flame, but not, okay, and Aegis, so we'll see now. Primal Rage, it was a bit delayed there, but Team Primal Rage looking like they're gonna be able to secure this first point afterwards. There's still a little bit of cleanup to do, as you see, Fast Gamer hanging out there in the back, but the point will go to Team Primal Rage.
Absolutely, and that was such a good play from Team Primal Rage. Able to heal everybody off, and we saw such domination coming from Team Shadow Strikers last round, but Primal Rage is showing that aggression that we saw, this ability they have to push the point.
Yeah.
It seems like Primal Rage is lacking a little bit in the defensive capabilities on maps like this, like Payload, but their offensive capability more than makes up.
Oh yeah, you know they love getting it shows, right? They get forward, they want to get into it. As you see Press Corgi now onto the Ana. We're gonna get the Gravitic Flux out of Pachi Goated. That's gonna be a big flux, caught quite a bit of people, dropped them to half health, but E-Metal able to get the pick onto Into Deep, following up from that Into Deep got picked after Pachi Goated's Gravitic Flux. So now Team Shadow Strikers with the advantage. You see the shields are low. There's a Riptire going out there from Pessy Flame. They're gonna take Pachi Goated as Team Primal Rage forced to fall back a little bit. You see E-Metal there talking about the classic, right? Apollo was talking about it. Very easy when you're playing Sigma. Throw the shield, absorb the damage, walk forward,
and laugh at them.
We have 2 main tanks. You are so silly. Fast Gamer now onto the Soldier.
I'm definitely a main tank. Ain't that right, Mr. Kaplan? That's right, Sigma.
All right, we see Crusader go down now. Lemon with that Reinhardt and a big barrage there from 3 Dizzy. The only one left standing from it is E-Metal. Was able to absorb a lot of that, but you see just forced back, still having the backpedal as that payload keeps moving for Team Primal.
3 Dizzy is absolutely tearing through the enemy team right now. Lemon flanking absolutely, and just this hot fiery death raining from above, being held together. This damage boost coming from N2 Deep, following the whole time, takes out Fast Gamer, pushing them all off the point.
And you see the distraction right there. That's the pressure that the tanks of Primal Rage are putting on. Fast Gamer's goal as Soldier has got to be to look up in the sky and find the Pharah.
Oh my god, the reflux killing 2 of them.
Yeah, was able to get the main tanks there for Primal Rage, so that might push backwards. As you see, 3 Dizzy and N2 Deep still hanging around the payload, but now we see Fast Gamer finally getting their sights on 3 Dizzy. You see how important it is. If that Far Mercy is not checked, the fight cannot be won.
The Ash was just not working, so Fast Gamer has switched over to Soldier 76, Mr. Call of Duty himself, able to sprint and shoot, and he's going to be able to try to take out Pharah better than any other character. And you're seeing 3 Dizzy is taking a lot more hits than they were taking before, but this Death from Above is taking out the entire team, pushing them all back. Pashi Goated taking out E-Metal, Pashi Goated also taking out Aegis, Your Bad Kid taking out Fast Gamer, and Pashi Goated taking out Crusader, and that is going to be the point we're going into overtime.
Wonderful job there from Primal Rage. You saw the big flux out of Pashi Goated, got everybody up, and then what happened afterwards was actually a wonderful job there from your Press Corgi. It's not going to get noted because they lost the team fight, but I do want to shout out Press Corgi for getting that Immortality field as the barrage from 3 Dizzy came down. Kept them alive for longer, but that was just ultimately a well done display of ults, coordination, the momentum there for Team Primal Rage, just too much to overcome.
It just wasn't enough, though, because Team Primal Rage, like I was saying, that aggression, though, they are able to push that cart so quickly, and not that their defense is bad by any means, but their offense is just so dominant in their playstyle.
Yeah. Aptly named, they want to rage.
They want to rage.
Get forward.
They're out here.
All right, so what I wanted to say, McRib, is there anything that you saw out of that round as we go back now to Team Shadow Strikers going to try their second hand at attacking again?
I thought the Echo and Pharah combo is ingenious because even though they have a soldier, specifically I assume for the Pharah, they still have to worry about that Echo that's like still in the air that the Junkrat that they ran last time can't handle, you know? So I thought that it's just a genius DPS combo.
Yeah, absolutely. I would agree with
Just
you.
like the brilliant combo of a combo pizza at Pizza Hut. As well as the combo of all of the people that helped make this tournament happen. Thank you very much, Compton and Domingo Hills.
Say the combo of the Unified School District of Compton as well as Domingo Hills College. As we get into this attack now, you see the damage already coming through. Crusader going down, E-Metal going down. That's the tank. That push is done. And it's just that simple.
Oh my god.
Right? Testy Flame came out on Junkrat. As you mentioned, McRib, trying to run Junkrat into these 2 airborne heroes, really 3, with Mercy up in the air with them, and Junkrat just doesn't have a target.
And I think Primal Rage realized that holding back and playing super defensively was not the way, especially when there's this little time on the map, and immediately went for a bum rush.
Yeah.
Immediately just went into the enemy team, took them all out, and that burned so much time. If they are not able to get on this point in the next 4 seconds, which is why they had to throw on the D.Va, the D.Va's going down, the mech is getting very low on health, Testy Flame goes down, Aegis goes down, the mech goes down, Crusader is the only one left on the point. The overtime timer is running out, but Hammond is trying to get back to the point, and they will not make it.
That is a full hold for Team Primal Rage, and just a lesson in critical thinking here. You're not going to single out any individual. They work as a team. But when you look at Junkrat as a hero, he is not equipped to deal with airborne targets.
Absolutely.
So this is just a situation where Primal Rage displayed incredible thoughtfulness, were prepared to take on the opponent where they were at and said, in a map like this on Blizzard World where there's going to be clear blue open skies, Let's get in the air. Let's rain down. Let's get Farah. Let's get Echo. Let's get Mercy.
And not
Let's
only
get
that,
up.
but let's get up and above them. Let's
Yeah.
not sit over here and just rain it from super far away. Let's take the fight to them,
Yeah.
because if we can stop them from getting on that point, we can create this situation we have right now where they do not need to capture the whole point to win. They just need to be able to hold them off and be able to get the whole thing going.
One single tick is all that they need for Team Primal Rage to take this first map. So we see right now as they figure out
And
which
they have
heroes to
so
go.
much time. They have 3 minutes to do what Primal Rage only had. I'm sorry. Yeah, Primal Rage?
Team Shadow Strike.
Team Shadow Strikers, my bad. Yeah. Primal Rage has 3 times the time that Team Shadow Strikers had to be able to capture this single tick to be able to win. Because this is overtime, they do not need to get the entire circle filled. They only need to fill a third of it.
Yeah, just that single that single percentage point to get that first tick will be enough. So we'll see right now. Shadow Strikers tell already. Tessie Flame still in the Junkrat, but E-Metal has switched to D.Va, and that is an acknowledgement of the superiority of the skies. D.Va can fly up. She's got the defense matrix, as you see E-Metal using right there. So D.Va will be able to help out to some extent get that, but it's still going to be a lot of pressure on Fast Gamer to match that. Never mind. E-Metal says, I am the mentor. I will handle the mentor. Get 3 Dizzy out of here. What is that rant? What are you doing there, Mercy? Get on out of here. Get him.
Shoot! Get out!
What an adjustment there.
We're not going to lose here!
14 Shadow Strikers.
That was...
They're only playing for the draw. The best that they can hope here is to not lose the point. Crusader loses his shield, though, and his health is half. But you see the healing coming out from Aegis.
Oh, but E-Metal's Beck is going to go down. D.Va has 2 health bars, and D.Va, 3 Dizzy, getting their revenge, taking out E-Metal. Lemon being able to take out the mech for him.
Oh, wow, but the trap there from Tessie Flame, able to get Lemon on the ground, and Into Deep hanging out. Look at this spacing from Into Deep.
Oh my God, everybody's dying!
What a job there from Lemon from 3 Dizzy and Into Deep to get that done. Pashigoda with the ult, and as you see, only a little bit of time left. E-Metal not able to get back in time. Team Primal Rage will take the first match.
That was so good from Shadow Strikers at the beginning. E-Metal immediately realizing 3 Dizzy has been running terror on our team and just goes in there to clean up shop. Takes them out immediately, but it was just not enough. Pharaoh was able to get back in there and take them out. But here's the world's greatest Riptire.
Yeah, this is what we were talking about right here. From the point blank, we saw that huge grab from E-Metal to put everybody together. And you can see why Tessie Flame felt so comfortable on the Junkrat. Felt like it was the way to go. You saw the individual excellence, but eventually the superior tactical decision to be in the air from 3 Dizzy, from Lemon, as well to get the job done for Team Primal Rage in that first map.
3 Dizzy's domination from the skies was absolutely what won their team.
Yeah.
Absolutely what won it for them.
Yeah. So mind you, this is a best of 3 series. So that is map number 1 to Team Primal Rage, but they still need to win one more map before they are able to take this Consolation map against Team Shadow Strikers.
And I'm hoping we get to game 3.
Yeah, I want to see more.
I want to see more.
I want to see more.
Do you want to see more, Veronica? Do you want to see more? Because I want to see more.
I want to see more.
And if you want to see more in the chat, let us know. Make sure, be in the chat, be active, tweet it out, get more viewers in so that we can have more raffle prizes for you all after the matches are
And make
done
sure
at the end of the stream.
to share your love for Compton Unified School District, for Domingos Hills College, and be able to let them all know. And more importantly, show your love for the one, the only, the Hut. Show it for the Hut, absolutely. Nobody out-pizzas the Hut.
Get a slice.
One man tried to out-pizza the Hut. You know what happened to him? Neither do I. Never heard from again.
Never heard from him again, like a
What up?
Junkrat trying to beat a Farah in the sky. That's what you look like,
Don't-
trying to out-pizza the Hut. You look like a Junkrat going against Far Mercy.
It just doesn't work.
We have the high ground. We're on top of the Hut.
So, Veronica, what do you think were the real strong points of that last game?
I'm still surprised that not Shadow Strikers, Shadow Strikers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Shadow Strikers ran a hit scan that was still unable, the Pharah still seemed to go uncontested. We saw a little bit of focus as soon as they switched to Soldier, but I was still so surprised that even though they switched to a hit scan, that the Pharah was still able to be successful, as well as the Echo, as you mentioned, Eli, another airborne hero. And I was surprised that they didn't switch to double hit scan. I was waiting for it.
Yeah, it's a. You
I
have
was
to
really
wonder
waiting for it.
what was happening with the comms for Team Shadow Strikers.
I mean, all right, look, we've all gotten that 5-drop rip tire, and it clouds your judgment for a while. Like, there's a big thought process in esports that I feel like it's not talked about, and it's the thought process of healing yourself.
Yeah.
It's the thought process of doing something so well for a long enough period of time that it can actually cloud your judgment into switching off of it.
Yeah.
And we saw some huge plays coming from Testy Flame here, but I don't think it was the right move to stay on it by the end.
Well, what we see though is it's one of those things where this is where diversification matters, right? But it's all a part of a process right now. Testy Flame, for all we know, has just been looking up and trying to figure out how to get this done with the Junkrat, but the focus has been so hard. One thing that I do want to say for Team Primal Rage, while we're talking about 3 Dizzy's performance on Pharah, we have to note part of that comes from Pashigoda and your Bagade creating that space. Because part of the reason Fast Gamer, Prez Corgi, can't look up is because right in front of them are 2 tanks who are doing so much damage. As we see, immediately 3 Dizzy getting the pick on Prez Corgi. So this is an immediately good fight for Team Primal Rage. Aegis' Immortality field goes down. You see 3 Dizzy picking off Testy Flame. Now Crusader looking low. And they're actually able to take out your back hit first. 3 Dizzy taking out Aegis. So Team Shadow Strikers first onto the point, but I don't know if they'll be able to cap it. Yeah, you see right now just a lonely soldier.
It's just unfortunate.
Just a lonely Hoosier left on the point. Shout out to my boys from Indiana,
This
but it's
team
too late.
that Primal Rage has constructed over the first match is built especially to counter Team Shadow Strikers.
Yeah.
You are seeing the synergy coming from all of these units that can be airborne, as well as Reinhardt's there too.
Yeah.
Like, Reinhardt's just chilling there. And Veronica, what adjustments do you think Team Shadow Strikers can make to be able to handle this?
I said it before, I really think they should be running an Ashe and Soldier here. Like, really, just to not only take care of the Pharah and the Echo, but to take care of that Mercy that's damage boosting 3 Dizzy.
Yeah,
into what we just saw.
Yeah, that was an excellent immortality field there from Aegis, single-handedly keeping all of Team Shadow Strikers alive. You see them are now on low health from that. That immortality field does protect the team, so anybody who stays in its radius literally cannot be killed. No damage will take care of below 40, but it can't kill you beyond that. So you see now Team Shadow Strikers still low on health as Testy Flame's trying to get something started, but it's a little too late, even though they're able to take out In Too Deep and Pashigoda. Yeah. Right now from Team Shadow Strikers, what I actually like from them is Aegis, Fast Gamer, Prez Corgi, all on heroes that are hit scan, right? All able to train themselves to the sky. But it's so hard with Pashigoda, your back hit, but forgetting God Jr. on Moira. Team Primal Rage is supporting 3 Dizzy so well by making it so hard to focus on that Pharah. But the moment that you don't, the damage is done.
Absolutely, and also Team Shadow Strikers is unfortunately they're not checking their flank.
Yeah.
They're not checking behind them. They're not checking in the places where the rest of the enemy team isn't. You always want to keep your eyes on the enemy team, but you want to make sure at least one of your team members is scanning the skies, scanning behind you in case one person comes behind, because these tanks that we play, you are able to just hold one direction. You are not able to hold every direction unless you switch on to the man, the myth, the monkey himself, Winston, who is able to drop down this bubble shield, who might be able to help a little bit, and he will be able to take this fight up to 3 Dizzy.
Yeah, we're seeing a much more mobile composition now from Team Shadow Strikers. We get a big grab out there out of E-Metal, but the damage follow-up is a little slow coming, and in that time, 3 Dizzy went to work. Fast Gamer goes down here, so now we've got an issue with 3 Dizzy still in the air. We still got your back hit on the point.
Oh my
Crusader goes down.
God.
Just too little, too late for Team Shadow Strikers.
Your bad kid absolutely dominating there, showing, oh, you killed all of my DPS. Then I must do the job. Never send a robot to do a man's job.
I am the DPS.
I am the DPS.
That is, every Reinhardt streamer should just say no. I am the DPS.
And he turned to Mercy and he's like, you know what's about to happen? And Mercy, while being absolutely terrified, switched the switch from healing to damage, and then Reinhardt started screaming, and then there was a pile of bodies around him.
The hammer doesn't reload, folks.
Hammer doesn't reload. You run out of bullets, but he doesn't run out of muscles.
All right, so now we are heading into the control tower. We should mention Li Jiang, a King of the Hill style map, 2 points. This is match point for Primal Rage. If they take this round, they will win the Consolation match and will finish third in the showdown.
You know how your bad kid got those muscles?
How's that?
3 Pizza Hut pizzas a day.
Pizza Hut pizzas, swinging hammers, baby. I'm down with it. That's
Baby, oh my God, but Crusader taking the fight to them immediately, and I don't know if that was the right move.
It's an interesting style change from Team Shadow Strikers now, moving to Diva and to Winston. The idea I like to try to get on top of Mercy, and you see
Dizzy accidentally self-fragged.
yeah, right. I like that idea though, to try to get into deep before the team can get into the skies, try to catch Mercy. Eventually, Mercy and Farah have to land, right? And the idea from Team Shadow Strikers is to be there when they land. Get that team out first. But you're seeing it's really hard if the team is coordinated. And Primal Rage has shown that. Though angry, they are focused. And they're going to be hard to take down. And you see Crusader low again.
And Crusader is going to go down. I don't think this Winston pick is something they're honestly super comfortable on.
Yeah.
And we're seeing the Fast Gamer also, I don't think they're super comfortable on this Soldier 76. They have not been getting the success that they had on other champions.
Yeah, it's been
other heroes.
It's been a really tough grind here for Team Shadow Strikers in this match. As coming up all rage right now, as you see, they've won the past 2 fights.
But
finally,
Testy Flame has...
we see Testy Flame gonna bust out the Ash
All right.
and take the chance.
I feel like this is it. This is the moment. This is the Prince of Tennis moment where Testy Flame's like, I actually never played Junkrat before in my life. I've always been an Ash main.
I am not left-handed, so we'll see now. Testy Flame. This is it right now, as we see. Oh, they dynamite themselves.
All right, I don't know if this is an
auspicious start, but
I don't know if this is a left-hand moment, but this might have been a trick.
Big slip right there from Press Corgi. Drop 3 Dizzy right in front of Team Shadow Strikers, and they go down. Fast Game were able to pick into deep. 3 Dizzy was able to get res by into deep. So we'll see now if Shadow Strikers can follow up. Oh, is it too little, too late?
Oh,
Such
my
a
God.
good sleep there from Aegis, but they're not able to follow up. Very unfortunate.
And that's the power of Mercy. Mercy has always been one of those heroes. What is wrong with me right now? I haven't even played League in years.
We're not talking about it. We got
exactly.
heroes.
Heroes. All right. Mercy is one of those heroes that is just so good at swinging a match back in your favor.
Yes.
And the team Shadow Strikers not checking their flank 3. Hizzy able to ult from the back line again. This is what I'm talking about. Checking your flanks, and 3 Dizzy also self-fragging again.
Yeah, that was they put a shield up in front of 3 Dizzy so that the barrage just hit in front of it. But at this point, it's almost all over already for Team Primal Rage, and that is a clean sheet. Never dropped a single percentage point on Li Jiang. They will take this Consolation match 2-0 over Team Shadow Strikers.
It shows, and I feel like if Team Primal Rage if they had 3 Hizzy on Monday, it might be a different grand finals right now. Because this domination that we're seeing from this Death from Above comp is absolutely terrifying. Look at this coordination right here. The moment that Pashi Goated saw that the missiles were falling, threw up the gravity flux, and was able to take out the entire enemy team.
Yeah, it goes to show right there the power of a mentor. The
power of a
well
mentor.
coordination of Team Primal Rage. And they put up a good fight against Legion. They actually won the first point, the first map on Monday. This
Absolutely.
Is already a strong team, but you see what happens when a team has a mentor. And speaking of mentors, we want to shout out all the directors and staff from the CSU Dominguez Hills.
I know we
as well
keep
as
talking
the
about
Compton
it.
School District.
But
thank you.
We cannot stress enough. All right, look, me and Eli are boomers. All right, we're clearly boomers. Like, I know I look like I'm 15, but I'm not.
Yeah,
we're
old men in this esports game.
We're old men in this I have back problems. That's where we're at. All right, and we play boomer esports too. Which is why we are so impressed by everything from Compton USD and Domingo Hills College. Yeah. Absolutely incredible. And the incredible things that I've seen Pizza Hut come up with over the years. Like the stuffed crust pizza and the cinnamon breadsticks.
It's a pizza with twice as much cheese that we put in the crust.
You put it in the crust. The crust used to be the part that I didn't like. And now it's more pizza.
As you see, yeah. All right, so that will be the Consolation game. We want to congratulate Team Primal Rage for a tremendous showing. We also want to congratulate Team Shadow Strikers for their performance during this entire showdown. They're no slouch. We know that those kids have been working together for the past 4 weeks. I look forward to seeing what they come up with in their future endeavors in esports.
Absolutely. And I feel like there might be
Me
some
too.
announcements coming for the end of the stream for a couple of lucky people. Veronica, can you tell us a little bit more about the raffle?
Ooh, I can. Excuse me. So I really hope you guys in chat, you stick around, you stay hyped, you stay ready, not only for the grand finals, but after that, we'll be having a raffle. I'll be announcing who won what, and we have some amazing prizes for today, so make sure to stick around.
All right. Well, and you can stay tuned in for all of that. There's more Overwatch action. We have our tournament grand finals coming at you. Team Shoutout Betty Wright versus Team Legion. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
And the infamous, most famous, most celebrated, glorious team name to come out in this decade or any other.
Shout out Betty White!
Team Shout Out Betty White.
Team Shout Out Betty White. I am so excited for this match coming up.
Absolutely.
I think it's going to be absolutely incredible. And you know what? They're fighting for the most important thing of all.
What's that?
Pride.
Pride. Payload.
Fighting for the ability to buy a Pizza Hut pizza and sink your teeth in as a victor, or ordering a Pizza Hut pizza to curb the taste of defeat. Either
You know
way,
what?
both teams get pizza.
I wonder if that's what a good informal prize would be. Like the losing team has to buy the winning team for the pizza party, the remote pizza party, mind you.
But
We're
they
all
all,
doing
but
this
they
in the
all
studio,
get pizza.
but
Everybody gets pizza.
Everybody should get a pizza because everybody should get a Pizza Hut pizza.
Exactly,
But,
especially after making it this far.
but I want my pizza to have champion on it if I win. And
I want
your
them to
pizza
spell
don't.
out the word champion in pepperoni.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put it right around in the circle.
Infinite Tsukiyomi of pizza.
So we will have Team Legion headed up by their mentor Zero going up against Team Shoutout Betty White.
Run by the ever entertaining Apollo.
Yeah, of course it would be Apollo and Zero in the end.
Of
with their
course
two
it
respective
would
teams.
be. Of course
The
it would be.
manifestation of cheesy goodness,
I can
Apollo.
only imagine the level of trash talk these two have been doing to each other, but like friendly trash talk. That's the beauty of esports. You and I were talking about this before the cameras even went on today, that ever since we got into esport, we have gotten so much more respectful to people as human beings, but we've gotten so much better at trash talking things that aren't actually important in life.
Yeah, just because now it's like, just in general in competition, as for those of you who don't know, Kuba and I are both competitors in the fighting game realm. So we've been experiencing all number of developments for esports for ourselves. And one of the things you learn is that as a person, I can love you. And as a player, I can hate you so much. And you learn how to look at things and just really analyze and observe and understand what people are doing.
I hate
and I'm
my best friend in the world as a player so much. I hate him so much.
And I'm sure that's what's happening right now, just behind the scenes with Team Legion and Team Shoutout Betty White. Just like, we're gonna eat you up, right? Like Apollo, just like, listen, Zero, all that hot dogging you're doing on the point, all that stalling, it's not gonna happen when my DPS get the sights on you. Wicked tricks, and son, I'm gonna blow you out of the sky. None of that Lucio cheese is
And
gonna
then
work
Zero's
here.
like, you're gonna have to hit me first.
Right.
I got Hammond right here with me.
Right, what is your DPS gonna do on the front when my Gonzalez starts swinging a hammer and Team Legion starts running wild on you? And like,
that's the beauty of esports trash talk, is that it's all in good fun, and even when it does, because as in everything, like sports, like football, soccer, I don't know what the kids play these days. In all sports, there's a level of trash talk, and it can get out of hand, but in esports, we try to always keep it about the game specifically, and it creates such a nice level of camaraderie.
oh yeah, it's real. As I'm sure, McRib, you know, the trash talk is not always as gentle when you're on ranked and online.
Oh, God, no.
It's a little different.
Is that a girl on our team?
Hell no. How many oh gosh, you could probably hear it the first time you get on today.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Esports is canceled.
Oh, no.
Wait, there's girl streamers? Wait, what?
You telling me girls play video games? That's crazy.
There's a girl on one of
Wait.
There are girls who have been competing in the Compton Showdown? But I don't understand.
But I don't.
Wait, what?
I've been there for that. Like, I watched a guy that I knew turn to like an esports producer that was a girl playing Street Fighter. And she's like, I didn't know you played video games. Has been watching her produce for a year and a half at that point. My brain melted. Like, it's insane. People are idiots, but not the people watching this stream right now, because you're smart enough to be watching the Compton Showdown. Eli McRib, who do you think is going to be taking it today? I know we talked about it a little bit earlier, but I want to see if the gears have been turning and any changes have been made.
I will say, I still think Team Legion's going to get this.
Team Legion?
I think Team Legion will be able to take this out. I think it'll be a very close set. I'm not calling for a 3-0 or anything like that. But if I had to look at the value that you get out of every member of Team Legion and the way they work together, I believe that it is I believe it's likely that they'll be able to get it. I would put my vote on them.
Okay. Queen McRib, what do you think?
I think Apollo said something about this. But the disadvantage that Shoutout now faces is that their 2-star DPS, Ashe, Sun on Ashe, and then Wiki on Genji has been shown.
Yeah.
They can prepare for it now.
Yeah.
They know it's coming.
Absolutely.
And we saw adaptation play into our Consolation match, right? We saw Team Primal Rage was aware that Team Shadow Strikers was going to be running a Junkrat for the majority of the maps, so they just went to where Junkrat can't shoot at them. They just went the other direction.
Yes.
And so
and
that
that's
type of
huge.
thinking is, it's very important. That type of just observation and critical thinking skills. They play such a huge factor into what heroes, what positioning and the damage that can be done, whether or not a team can even secure the objective.
Well, you know what I think, guys? I think you're both fools. I think you're discounting Team Shoutout Betty White, my boys, girls, and damers. They are absolutely ready to tear up Team Legion. I am ready with a force like Apollo leading that charge, teaching them how to trash talk, but also manifesting their dreams in such a positive way, being able to create those friendships. Did you hear Apollo shouting out everybody, including like Compton, SDU, and everything beforehand?
Yeah.
That man has a heart of gold and a mind of steel. He is ready to go. He is ready to take them down, and I truly believe in them. I'm not biased, though. I would never be biased.
Yeah.
But 100% my vote goes to Team Shoutout Betty White.
Well, there you have it, chat. We want to know. Be sure down in the chat, let us know who you think is going to win. Let us know who your favorite player in this championship match is. Let us know what your favorite plays for from the compilation or from the Consolation match. Please do be active in that chat. The more active you all are, the more viewers
Hit
there are.
that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the little notification bell so you know whenever a new video drops. You're going a little YouTuber there at the end.
We all hail the mighty algorithm at the end of the day. I'm saying now we are on Elos here for the first map of our championship game. We are going to be getting into it. You see the teams, what we expected to see as far as names.
And this is such a thing that we would have done, is that I completely forgot about the person who we also said was the unsung hero when they played before, Rain Uwu.
Yeah.
Rain Uwu, we have not mentioned them once. This DPS here, Rain Uwu, has been able to make these picks and these plays, and it feels like every single team is feeling themselves a little bit today.
Yeah, well, there's a joyfulness to it. It's been a long 4 weeks. These teams have been working so hard trying to get it together. As you see Sneaky Turtle and God Jr. taking turns trying to get the ball into the basket. It's a different game that they're playing here, folks. As we get here started on Ilos, and we see God Jr. also filling in for Team Legion. So a second doubleheader for God Jr. now, as they're going to be running Zarya alongside Maya Gonzalez on Reinhardt, Sneaky Turtle and Rare Dagger running Far Mercy together. So that's going to be interesting to see. Whereas Zero will be running Ana, and Rainu will be using McCree for Team Legion. Whereas for Team Shadow White, we've got, of course, to start DPS. Wiki Tricks and Sun. There they are.
Wiki Tricks immediately taking Rare out of the skies. Saw what happened to Team Shadow Strikers. It was like, I'm not going to let that happen to my team. Get the pick.
Right. Meanwhile, Apollo and Blue Band Joy rocking that Orisa Sigma combination. But it looks like Team Legion will take the first point as they are pushing back on the first fight. Team Shoutout Betty White getting out with minimal casualties. A lot of people staying alive, but definitely losing the fight here as Blue Band Joy went down to Rain Uwu. As we mentioned, it goes unsaid a lot for Team Legion. A lot of the focus can definitely fall upon Zero as the mentor, but they work extremely well as a team. The DPS looks to fall in and get things done quietly, but nonetheless, still very effective.
Absolutely. Absolutely. The combination is almost as strong as the delicious taste of cheesy pizza and Wing Street wings from Pizza Hut. It's such a good combination from Team Legion, but Team Shoutout Betty White showing that they're able to get those picks, already getting the pressure on them, but Wiki Tricks has fallen low, gets back up. Apollo might go down here, but
very low here from Apollo as they were anti there by Zero, unable to be healed. So Rain Uwu was able to get that headshot. God Jr. following up on Zyro, so that's support down already for Team Shoutout Betty White.
Such a good shield from Zarya. All right.
And that is it for Blue Band Joey. Alexi falls as well. She's unable to keep up. Rain Uwu, of course, doing the work on Sun for that cleanup. Team Legion now up 60% on that. And not only that, the ult advantage strongly in Legion's favor.
Yes.
Only Zyro and Sun have their ults ready now for Team Shoutout Betty White. Though Alexi will have hers ready in just a few seconds.
Here's the really interesting thing, is that we've seen Legion be absolutely dominant on control point maps. We have shown that they have an understanding of how to hold a point better than any other team that we have seen in this entire Showdown series.
Yeah.
But it's going to be interesting that even if they do win this game, what happens when they have to get back to the payload?
Yeah, and we'll have to keep an eye on that as this fight breaks away now. Sun with another pick on Sneaky Turtle and Rare Dagger, so there will be no res. Meanwhile, Alexi gets Apollo back up. Zyro with Coalescence, able to melt down God Jr. Big reflect there from Wiki Tricks.
Such a good play from Wiki Tricks. And they are not going down without a fight right now. We are seeing exactly how things are going to go. Gonna hold this point. Shoutout Betty White took a second. readjusted, and realized they didn't really need to change their team. They just needed to change how they were approaching it.
Yeah, well, we saw a slight shift now. The Orisa and the Sigma going away for Apollo to pick up Reinhardt and Blue Banjoy to go Diva. So a lot more mobility out of Team Shoutout Betty White. But this is going to be a big fight here as Team Legion only needs to take the point.
And Rainu goes down.
Yes, good pick there for Sun, who has done an excellent job. Wicked Trick on top of Sneaky Turtle, able to take him down, but not before Rain Uwu gets back up. We'll see how that plays in. On the other side, Zero able to get the pick on Wiki Tricks. It's looking all right now.
But that's
for Team
huge.
White.
That was so smart from Wiki Tricks, seeing that seeing that Sneaky Turtle was going for the res. And
That's a huge
hitting them.
grab there. Big anti as well from Zero. Will Legion be able to get this fight? Yes, are they going to be able to flip the point though? You see the stall attempt out from Team Shoutout Betty White as it is only Apollo on point. The ult comes in. Wiki Tricks shows
falls
up,
asleep and goes down.
And that is the flip there from Team Legion. Will Team Betty White be able to get anybody on point to contest? No. Well done there from Team Legion.
You don't see those quick switches coming from Team Shoutout Betty White the same way you see as they come from Legion, where they get the Hammond, they get the Lucio, and they're like, all right, we're about to delay this point for the next 20 minutes. All right, hold it. But Team Shoutout Betty White shows a level of comfort that is unseen from other teams on their own tier.
Yeah, they're very hard to stop once they get going. What we saw there, the huge grab there from God Jr. pinned everybody in. Zero dropped in. Anna, the hero, she is a support, not strictly healing. She also has the ability to turn off other teams' healing. By dropping that grenade there, it actually disables healing from other people, so their health cannot go up. Whether it's from another support hero on the opposing team or even a health pack on the map. That was big.
She can't stop you from sinking your teeth into a delicious pizza brand pizza, though. McRib, what do you think are the moves that Team Shoutout Betty White can make for adjustments on the second round of this path?
Well, can I also just say I'm surprised that Legion is able to run this Pharah with Sun on Ashe. He's such a sharpshooter. I'm so surprised. I assume the Pharah is a little bit of a counter to Wiki, so he can't like dash her out of the sky, but I'm still so surprised if Pharah is successful with Sun on Ashe.
Yo, the big combo from Zero and Maya Gonzalez. I'm sorry to interrupt you, Big Rip, but we saw an incredible whole combo there on Ilos. That is the situational awareness. That's the pairing we were talking about. I told you, Kuma, this was Legion's expertise. Zero on that Lucio and Maya Gonzalez right there. The big Hulk.
Why would you put a big hole in the middle of your town square? That just seems dangerous.
Well, you would think there's a fence around the well, but they put a fence around the area where the well is.
Yeah.
So you have to go into the fence. It's like, hey, listen, you're in the well zone, okay? Things could happen here. You could fall. There's Wiki Tricks. Or no, I'm sorry, Sun getting the pick on Red Dodger.
But getting the res back up, so that's basically going to be a moot point. Sun getting low, but immediately getting back up. We are seeing, getting stunned right now. Zero getting the knockback and is going to take out Apollo, but Sun will take out Rain Uwu. Equal trade.
Yeah, that's a big trade there. 14 Shoutout Betty White. Sun has been incredibly effective on that Ashe. You've seen the value come out of them as Rare Dodger coming around. But who's there to stay back up off my support?
Sun was so ready for that flank. The moment that he saw that rocket come, Sun immediately started unloading into him.
Right, said, am I my brother's keeper? I don't know, but I am the Sun killer. As the pull there, not able to come in, but Zero drops the beat. Bob's coming down. We're getting a big old fight here from Team Legion and Team Shoutout Betty White.
Yeah, Wiki Tricks able to take down God Jr. with the Deadeye. Apollo goes down. Zero goes down from Apollo. That's a huge loss for Team Legion. We are seeing them get closer and closer to take the point.
Yeah, no, Team Shoutout Betty White has flipped it now. Their first take for this point here. So Team Legion left on a very nice percentage of 69, but they will not get any more until they are able to take more of the map from Team Legion. As we see the ult economy here, Rare Dagger with the ult. We've got Sneaky Turtle with Valkyrie and Maya Gonzalez with the bongo. So Team Legion walking in with that bongo down. The damage is buffed from everybody in line of sight for that. You see Sun focusing on the supercharger, takes that out first. But the point is going towards Legion as the pressure there is very strong. We'll see here, Zero caught on the flank there, but Wiki Tricks not able to finish the job. Still, everybody up. We see right there, trying to get up into the
such a good shot.
Let me show you something.
Oh my god. I love the fact that Wikitrix has switched over to McCree.
Yeah.
I love this choice. We saw it in the
Me
last
too,
set
me
for the
too.
Consolation game that these hit scan weapons are the move against Farah. She's flying around, you just gotta click on her head.
That's simple. Just click
That's
on
it,
it.
click on him.
That's all. So McRib, you were the one who called for this originally in the Constellation match, as Kuba said. What are you seeing right now? What are you seeing from Wikitrix and Sun to get so much done on the DPS?
Yeah, I mean, I think they have a reliable comp. I think Apollo actually mentioned this. They have a reliable comp that they typically stick to, but the Pharaoh was just challenging them way too much. And there's no problem with switching to a second hit scan to help out your Ashe. You know, I feel like a lot of teams these days will just have one hit scan and they'll call it a day, but sometimes you need two to get the job done.
Okay, Junkrat Tires coming in. Is it gonna get anybody? It's gonna get 3 of them. That's huge.
Sun, Apollo, and Alexi go down, so there will be no reses here. Team Shoutout Betty White's got to make do with what they've got as they do get to 99%. We know Zero has switched over to Zenyatta and is helping there with the Discords, adding to the damage done to any character that Zenyatta puts that Orb of Discord on. As we mentioned, support don't strictly only heal. Zenyatta does put that Orb of Harmony on and help other people get their health back, but that Discord he puts on amplifies damage that is done to opponents. So it's very scary to have that Discord on you.
Team Shoutout Betty White has to get on the point right now. There is only 10% left. Wikitrix switching over to Doomfist.
This is going to be hard now. Doomfist running into Farah and into Junkrat. So Rainu saw the sight there, saw the double hit scan from Team Shoutout Betty White, and shifted his focus as overtime goes. Sun has that bob. They're looking for the target. But you see right there, Rainu playing the cover, playing the corner, laying down the fire as Apollo and Blue Band Joey get up front.
My host and my co-commentator doubted them, but Team Shoutout Betty White able to take back the point. The Transcendence gets popped to hold this point as long as possible, but will they be able to stop it? Yes, they will.
Now Zero's all alone on this one. I don't know how long they can stay alive here. Wikitrix gets to take. Blue Band Joy finishes off Rare Dagger.
I told you.
Are even on Ilos as Blue Band Joy takes the dive.
You think Team Shoutout Betty White can't defeat the strongest point holders in the tournament? You are wrong right here, my good friend. You are wrong right here. Team Shoutout Betty White showing that aggression, showing them very quick changes on DPS, but keeping the core of the team the same. If you have that comfort pick of a team comp, you don't need to keep it exactly the same, but you can still have that synergy.
Yeah, it was well done there from Team Shoutout Betty White. This is something that we noted, right? Their adaptation skills are there. They're every bit the equal to Team Legion. It's going to come down to who can make those clutch plays in those 1 or 2 moments, because these are 2 very strong teams.
Absolutely, absolutely. And we are going to be seeing it all come down here to the match point of this game. Lighthouse time. And we have plenty of games to come after this, but this first win is going to be such a huge momentum decider.
First blood is always such a comforting thing when you can get out into that early lead. From Team Legion, we're going to have Zero on Lucio, God Jr., Maya Gonzalez, rocking Winston and Hammond. Very divey from Legion here. They're going to be very mobile with Rain on that Doomfist. Rare Dagger up on Farah. So this is interesting. We've got Farah, but no Mercy here from Team Legion. We'll see how effective Dagger can be. Meanwhile, Shoutout Betty White running Wikitrix and Sun with McCree and Ashe. And as you can see, Wikitrix getting the pick on Rare Dodger. So first blood in this map, or on this last point, goes to Team Shoutout Betty White.
And I like the choices that Team Shoutout Betty White is making here. They know that Team Legion is running this very push environmental kill heavy team, and that they are deciding to play it from different angles. They were originally close to the edge, and the moment they realized what team it was, immediately shifted more towards the mid.
Yeah, they stayed onto that point, right? There's a lot of damage that falls through, but Team Legion isn't running like a Junkrat. They do have a Farah, but Farah is very vulnerable. It's very easy for her to get shot by that dual hit scan that Team Shoutout Betty White has.
But Team Legion able to take it back at the last second there. Even after getting a couple picked off, Zero was able to get back into the fight. One of Lucio's specialties, able to take the fight to the others. Apollo and Sun waiting for the rest of their team to be up before they all are ready to go in. Very, very good communication.
Yeah, good decision making there. Just hang back, wait for the team. There's no use going out 2v6. You're not going to get it done.
Oh, Wikitrix on Reaper now.
gets the early pick on Rain Uwu, and that's an acknowledgement from Team Shoutout Betty White that they're going to need to take this fight into the point, right? Reaper considered one of the best counters to Winston, so he's going to be there. And anytime you catch Farah on the ground, you see right there, already pushing her off as God Jr. and Zero fall into the flux. The environmental kill from Sun on a Sneaky Turtle, and it's all left to Maya Gonzalez to try to stall out, but it's just not there. At the
and Maya Gonzalez goes down, which is probably going to give Team Shoutout Betty White a couple more % while they wait for them to get back up.
Yep, that staggers. With Sharps there, Maya Gonzalez was trying to stagger things out more. As we mentioned, that was one of Legion's strengths in their earlier set against Team Primal Rage. But Team Shoutout Betty White stayed disciplined, stayed focused, capped the point first, and then handled the cleanup.
And this is exactly how it went for the last round, where we saw Team Legion get an early lead, but Team Shoutout Betty White, once they were able to make those small adjustments, they were able to take control of the swing of the match. But now we're seeing Rare Dagger trying to get in right now.
Yeah, because God Jr. falls early, and God Jr. had ult, so that's a good pick for Wiki Tricks. As the barrage comes through, Alexi goes down, the coalescence from Zyro, able to take out Rare Dagger. Rain Uwu falls to Apollo, Sneaky Turtle goes down to Apollo. It's looking very good for the Sigma of Team Shoutout Betty White, as Apollo, the mentor, is clearing out space.
And Zero goes down too. Sun able to use that hit scan. And now Wikitrix does have Death Blossom, and he is in prime position to flank the enemy team.
Yeah, this is something that Legion's going to have to stay very aware of, that they could lose this fight before it even begins. If Zero or Sneaky Turtle goes down, that push is effectively ended right then and there, because Rare Dagger, Rain, these heroes of Genji and Farah are not going to be able to stay up in the barrage. They will not be able to sustain. So now, oh wow, good blow there from Rain.
Such good patience there from Wikitrix, though, seeing that the counter is up. And Wiki's like, don't you know, I am the Genji main.
Right, oh, here we go.
Oh, here we go, Death Blossom.
Oh, wow, Wikitrix used the Blossom into the beat, so Zero was able to negate the Blossom before it can even bloom, and Team Legion is clearing out the point, but Wikitrix comes from the back, gets Red Dagger and Sneaky Turtle. It's Zero, it's Wikitrix, it's the stars of the show, as God Jr. takes the glasses off and clears the point.
Absolute.
Move, Betty White, get out the way.
Both of these teams are so desperate for this first win right here. Who do you think is going to be able to hold this all down to the last moment? We want to hear what you think in the chat. Root for them. Tell us who you want to win. We absolutely want to hear what you have to say. But now we are seeing the final team fights happening right now.
Absolutely, here we go. We get the Gravitic Flux out of Apollo. Bob's dropping in from Sun. Zero goes down. Sneaky Turtle down. Maya Gonzalez loses the mech. Rain Uwu's got the Dragon Blade out, but there aren't any targets, and it's only Bob! As Team Shoutout Betty White wins the fight decisively. What a performance there. Sun dropping the Bob in, and that is it for map number 1. Shout out Betty White.
Oh man, Legion's gonna win. Legion's gonna win. Look at me. I'm Queen McRib and Eliza Curry. Look at me. Oh, I think the Team Legion is gonna be able to hold the point. No! They manifested their dreams!
We said that they had a 0. We found out Team Shoutout Betty White had a Bob. You see the work that he puts in here on this point. But that happens when Sun is able to do so well. Look at the shot!
Oh my
That was a boot! It would have been an environmental kill, but Sun said, nah, I can do a little bit better than that. Let's fill him up too.
My Sun was ready to go skeet shooting right there.
Oh yeah.
Is that why they run Sigma? Just bam, bam, bam.
All right, so there you go. Game number 1 going to Team Shoutout Betty White. A huge back and forth affair. Went down the last point, last fight.
Absolutely.
On the last.
What did you think of that match, Queen McRib?
I will say we've seen Sun clear up a point before. We've seen it, so I'm not surprised, but I'm shocked that they were able to run Farah. Excuse me, that Legion was able to run Farah for as long as they did. But it just seemed like that Sun needed the momentum and he needed that team presence. And as soon as he got it, he was good.
Yeah.
That Sun's Ash is so absolutely dominant. It's the ability to just get those quick hit scan headshots.
It's crispy.
It's so crispy.
That Ash is the
It's
opposite.
crispy like the breadsticks at Pizza Hut. It's so good.
It is. I was gonna say, Sun's Ash is the opposite of Ashy. It is well taken care of.
Oh, absolutely.
You can tell Sun's Ash spends a lot of time
moisturized.
moisturizing. I was about to say, right?
I hate
taking
both
care
of
of
you.
themselves, beautifying themselves. Got to keep the pores open and fresh.
As a white man in his 20s, I have no idea what moisturizing means. So
We're gonna get you glistening one day. And it ain't gonna be sweat, man. It's gonna be real healthy.
We gotta
glow.
finish losing this weight first. All right, we're gonna be getting into our next match here. I believe the teams are getting ready. The next map has been picked.
Yeah. It looked like that was Lijiang. It was a quick second. I don't know if I was right on that. Yeah, we are back in Lijiang. So these teams have all been a fan of Lijiang, I can tell. They like this. And Legion has had a really good record up until this last map on these control points. So you can definitely think that this was something they would have wanted to be on. But Team Shoutout Betty White, as Kuba had predicted, responding really well as we get started.
The adaptation, even though that they don't have the widest variety of characters, the mastery that they do have over, and the characters that can switch, the players that can switch characters, feel like it's just been a match made in heaven for Team Shoutout Betty White.
Yeah, and we are going to have some differences here. As you see, Legion taking the fight straight to the point here. They are running May from Rain Uwu, Sneaky Turtle on the Moira, Maya Gonzalez on their Reinhardt, and God Jr. on Zarya with Zero running Vegeta. So Team Legion wants this to be a fight on the point. They want to be in the circle, as you see the wall off there. But Team Shoutout Betty White and Apollo very well aware, stayed at the other door as Apollo goes down first to the Icky Ball. Zero gets the big flail on Alexi. There will be no reses here. Team Shoutout Betty White, another first fight not going their way, but we've seen that happen so many times. Hard to say. They're definitely not out of it yet.
Absolutely, and I like this choice from WikiTricks on the Doomfist. I think there's not
just to say you say that this was Junkrat.
Yeah, you know what? This works too, because it actually still stands with the point I was about to make. I like the choice of not playing Genji here, because there's not a whole lot of room to be able to flank.
Yeah.
And when you're in a tight and close place like this, we're now seeing WikiTricks playing more of a long-range game, which is a little bit unlike them.
Yeah, they're trying to harass a little bit more. They're going to need to be careful. Farah loves the Junkrat damage as it comes in. She can see it. She can bubble whoever she wants and get that big charge up.
Oh,
but Apollo! What a 2K for Sneaky Turtle and Rain Uwu to go down this early in the fight. That's one support in DPS, so Team Legion already fighting up the back foot. As Zero rallies up, Maya Gonzalez goes down. We get the... We're going to get the coalescence out of Sneaky Turtle? No. How hard are they going to try to fight this? You see the res there from
Here's a Junkrat tire, but he takes it out! WikiTricks immediately flicking, moving very quickly to be able to aim at it and take that tire out before it is able to blow up his entire team.
Who said Junkrat has no aim?
Apparently not, because WikiTricks definitely just did a Counter-Strike level flick right there. That was insane.
And Sun gets the double boop there, Rare Dagger, and Zero going out there as Team Shoutout Betty White once again responding well to adversity, showing that once they get that first sight in the Team Legion, they're able to adapt and respond. As we come into this
just
next
like
fight,
the adaptation we've seen from Compton School District and Domingo Hills, it's setting this all up.
Oh yeah, they are ready to get it together. We're gonna have Team Shoutout Betty White with a bunch of ults. They're gonna have 6 ults up here if they choose to wait to deploy them. As we see Blue Band Joy right now from that Orisa standing proud with the shield, trying to keep all the Team Shoutout together. Here's the Rip Tire after the whole Team Legion's got to be careful. This is dangerous for them. It's gonna happen as the Bongo goes down. Sun takes out Sneaky Turtle. Rare Dagger responds, gets WikiTricks' tire, as Team Legion now tries to look in and push off that. We've got 2 ults out from Team Shoutout Betty White. Rain Uwu has that Blizzard, but they've got to find somewhere to set it down so the cold front can come through. As we're talking, Apollo takes out Maya Gonzalez, so that's the main take for Legion down. Zero very low here. They're gonna have to be careful.
WikiTricks showing that not only do they have a really good understanding of how to play hit scan characters, but also just having really good aim in general, even with these lob projectiles.
Yeah, that was good. And then the movement as well, using the concussion grenade. Junkrat can just rocket boost himself upwards. As you see right now from Sneaky Turtle's perspective, the grab comes out from Apollo, the Blizzard comes out from Rain Uwu, and there's a lot of targets there, but it's hard to follow up when you're in the middle of a gravitic flux, so that Blizzard doesn't get any kills for Team Legion. That ult went to waste. Blue Band Joy goes down to God Jr. We're gonna get a big bob here from Sun, straight into the middle. The air shuttle comes down from Maya Gonzalez. Team Legion looking like they're getting the picks. Firing the all comes down from WikiTricks. Will it find 2? Yes, Rare Dagger and Sneaky Turtle go down. Sun is able to pick Maya Gonzalez. Team Shoutout Betty White's DPS. Will they be able to pull out another fight?
Oh my god, Sun still alive at 5 health, gets absolutely destroyed. WikiTricks solo goes down. WikiTricks is able to take out Zero though.
Yeah, it's God Jr. God Jr. able to take WikiTricks down in the trade, so Legion is a huge fight.
And Legion
barely able to take it.
And Legion has a fantastic combo of the Junkrat tire and the Zarya Black Hole. both ready to take out, and Team Shoutout Betty White has no ultimate abilities up.
Yeah, they do. They're completely direct there. You saw Betty White. They put everything. If they had won that fight, they would have taken this point. It would have been theirs. But without getting that, we now see the tire coming in from Rare Dagger. Will we see that was a little early? No, it finds Alexi and Blue Band Joey. That is a huge loss for Team Shoutout Betty White. Their main tank goes down. And Mercy, one of the main healers, their ability to get a res. This is good now, but they still have to take this fight. They still needed to get in there. They weren't able to.
So what actually happened there was a massive play from Rain and Uwu there. You saw that at the last second, as they were about to push onto the point to get overtime, Rain and Uwu saw what side they were coming from. They had put all their eggs in one basket and immediately walled it off. They had to immediately try to adjust over, and they didn't have the time. They had 1 second to change.
So I want to touch in with you right there, McRib, on what you saw there from that round from Team Legion.
You know what I did notice? I did notice that Shoutout actually switched to Zarya, I think, as Legion switched to Junkrat. Am I correct?
I believe so.
Which I think is like a genius switch.
We saw Wicked Tricks go onto the Junkrat in that last round, yeah. And God Jr., they've been running Zarya for most of the, I would say most of this match.
Oh, they have?
I believe so, yeah.
I just think that the Junkrat and Zarya, the Junkrat going against the Zarya is going to be super, super helpful moving forward with this next push.
Okay. Well, one thing I want to note, we mentioned May in the hands of Rain and Rare Dodger running Junkrat. And I think it was one of the strategies from Legion. It was a different type of space control.
Yes.
Right? It was a different type of controlling the point where we had been talking about the mobility of Lucio and of Hammond. Here they went, we're just going to make these areas so damaging, so devastating to be in that you can't sit in one spot. You've got to move. They're going to try to push that slow-moving Orisa and that slow-moving Sigma into places they don't want to be.
And that's such a strong suit of Team Legion. They are able to use these characters that have these big AoE ultimates, area of effect ultimates. They're able to use these huge space-clearing abilities and put the enemy team exactly where they want.
Yeah. And
it's like
from that.
For all of you people that are over the age of 25, all of you boomers, you know from playing World of Warcraft, don't stand in the red circle. It just doesn't work. Blizzard has been making games following that mentality since StarCraft, and Overwatch is no different.
Yeah. Stay away from the enemy damage.
Just don't stand in the red circles. That's it. But when the enemy team can force you into that red circle, what do you do about it?
Die.
Well, that's
what happens. That's the reality of these competitive games.
I guess I lose.
You adapt to it, yeah, or you lose.
Lose the point.
Yeah.
I guess I lose.
All right, here, as we did get a call for a pause from one of the teams. I'm not too sure what was going in.
Discord went down.
We had
Not our Discord went down.
Not ours.
All of Discord went down.
This was Zenyatta just putting it literally on the entire Discord.
What, they don't have Ventrilo ready to go?
What?
Wow.
Yeah,
it's old enough that even you don't know it. I'm bringing up Mumble. Skype? Get the Skype calls going.
They gotta have to figure out something, right? We gotta get that on as we had.
Skype call each other.
We have this, as we mentioned that we are doing this
Call
remotely.
them on the landline, Grandpa.
The party line going, yeah. Everybody call into the party line and just be very specific. But this is happening remotely. All of the students and the mentors, everyone is at home. They are making sure to keep that social distancing going.
Oh, yeah,
here.
no.
Even in the studio, we're at a skeleton crew, basically, just two of us.
And
They actually bust Kuba and I out of stasis. Right after this is done and we go off camera, we just hop into these
tubes that are 6 feet apart.
Yeah,
and then they allow us to be only next to each other.
Seal us, and that's it. But
and
we're
then
waiting
they ship him back home, and I just stay here because I don't have a home, as you can tell, because I look like Robin Williams in the first 15 minutes of Jumanji.
Didn't they remake Jumanji?
No, they made a new one.
Right, well, with The Rock.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
I need to watch it.
It's actually way better than I thought it was. Jack Black, I didn't know Jack Black's acting range included 16-year-old girl. He plays a 16-year-old girl. It's insane.
I kind of need to watch that. All right, so we looks like we're back up. Obviously, right? Got the teams in here. And we're actually straight on to Tower for Lee Jang. So we're going to be seeing now Team Legion 0 on the Baptiste, Rare Dagger on Junkrat, Reinuwu with May still, Sneaky Turtle on that Moira who goes down to Sun. How many times do we see Sun on Ashe getting the first pick? My goodness.
Absolutely. Sun showing devastation with that dynamite, taking out the ultimate. Apollo taking down Rain Uwu, and we are seeing a completely different side from the start here from Team Shoutout Betty White.
Yeah, they get the first flip on the point. They're able to win this first fight as Zero hanging around, but ultimately no real threat to the point as Sun building up a little bit of ult charge there with the dynamite. Wikitrix goes down to 0 out there on the outside fight. So now this is something that's actually kind of dangerous, and we'll see as, we see Zero just make the way around the long way, but this resets everything.
Yes.
This means Legion has to take even longer before they can even approach. Wikitrix went down, but they can still get up and get back in time for this next team fight.
Absolutely. Apollo talking about how much he enjoys playing this Sigma and how many picks he's able to get with it. Playing it as an off tank, even though Jeff Kaplan is a liar.
Yep.
And we are getting right back into it. Wikitrix is back in the fight. Rare Dagger is also on this Junkrat. Apollo able to take out the ultimate. Wikitrix taking out Sneaky Turtle. Zyro taking out Maya Gonzalez, but Zero is able to take out Wikitrix's Junk Tire.
That was, Zero with the pick there on the tire. So now that ult goes out for Wikitrix. It's already a good fight for Team Shoutout Betty White, able to get those early picks. Zyro now switching from often running Mora, but now onto that Baptiste. But you see Zyro doing a great job on that. Alexi's still on that Mercy. The support from Team Shoutout Betty White have been so consistent. It's been so often we see Alexi as we get another pause here. I don't know if we had another Discord issue or what happened there.
Take the second, this is allowed. This is tournament. We are allowed to pause if there is a problem with the teams. And so let's take a moment to really analyze what was happening there. McRib, how do you think that Team Legion is going to be able to come back from this deficit?
I think it's what you've been saying. The biggest fan of Shoutout Betty White here is once they get that momentum, it's just so hard to stop it. Even with Legion being such a good team when it comes to clearing the point and capping and stalling it out, I think Shoutout now has this momentum that it's super hard to break for Legion.
Absolutely. I told you both. Everybody says I'm crazy. I know what I'm talking about. I'm paid the big esports buck here.
Not over yet.
Yeah,
I'm the sponsored player.
Oh, we're on map 2. Cool. Calm down. Calm down. Don't make us grab your mask.
That's fair. You do have to grab my mask, just like I have to, on the way home, grab a delicious piping hot Pizza Hut pizza from Pizza Hut, as well as grab a big shout out to Compton USD and Domingos Hills College. Thank you very much for everything you do. And somebody that the players shouted out a little bit earlier, but we didn't shout out today, I believe. Let's shout out Ruben. Ruben, our event director over here. He is in-house with us, part of the Skeleton Queue, risking his life and blood here to be here and it's COVID, man. Every time you leave the house, you're risking your life, all right?
Fair enough.
So Ruben's been out here. He's been incredibly helpful running this entire event, as well as our main producer and the man running the stream, Elias Lane. Thank you very much for running it.
Oh, yeah.
I am so excited to see how, after these issues are resolved, how the rest of this set is going to go, because it has been back and forth the entire time. This is such a close set.
Been very close, absolutely. One of the things we said, right? I thought Legion would have an advantage, but I could have told you that this is going to be back and forth. And we've seen Betty White, our team Shoutout Betty White, sorry, I got to say it correctly. They've responded so well. It's one of the traits that a champion has, whether or not they're able to take this as we, as a production team and everybody gets trying to get organized so we can get this match going. But their response to these initial victories from Team Legion has shown the value of this mentorship and of what teamwork and an organization like this will help people learn, because it's easy to lose and then give up.
Yes.
Right? It's the easiest thing
And
in the
we
world.
talked about that the other day, that the best way to get better is to lose 100 times, get back up 101 times.
Yeah.
And Apollo really, in the interview with Queen, stated how long it took for them to get this all together. Yeah. How many team comps they had to cycle through that just weren't working until they found the team comps that did. And that's such a huge aspect of not only sports, esports, but it's a huge concept of any project that you're ever going to do in life.
Yeah, your life is a group project, and you are responsible for.
And 90% of the time, nobody else is going to do their essay on the hootsies and the tootsies. So you got to do it yourself, and you got to learn, and you got to take what you can and only be able to affect what you are able to use in it.
Yeah, so it's very refreshing to see that the youth. The young people.
Hello, fellow kids. You esporting.
The youngins.
Yeah, so it's definitely one of the happiest takeaways I have.
I remember seeing Shrek 2 in theaters.
No, I did.
I did too.
I swear, took my oldest brother's girlfriend took me to see Shrek 1 in the movie theater. That was the weirdest thing.
I remember my mom taking me.
Oh my goodness. Oh man, do you remember?
And this is relevant because I know you kids are hip on the Shrek.
Yeah, the Shrek memes. All ogre.
It's all ogre for us. We're about to get fired.
Do you remember?
Ogre watch.
That's fine.
Ogre.
It's fine. McRib can do both of our jobs better than we can.
Yeah, she's just been waiting for them to cut us off anyway, right? It's all McRibs now.
The infinite McRibayomi. It's like the manga Uzumaki. It's just McRibs all the way down.
So much sauce.
Instead of spirals.
Instead of spirals, exactly.
Just riblet.
She got my reference.
Yeah, it's like the bun. I can see the bun of the McRibs. The lines.
I love McRibs. So we are going to be waiting for this out right now. Do we have any updates on the? Nope. All right.
Yeah,
Discord is still imploding, which happens from time to time. That is a hazard, but it's also one of the things that happen when you have to do remote events. But I'd rather have remote events than no events at all.
Exactly. Yeah. This is
for this game. For this game specifically.
Just one of the trials and tribulations, the ups and downs of the times we're working in now. But we know the resilience that these teams have and the faith we have in our production staff will be up before long. Hey, look, we're back.
We manifested it. We manifested our dreams. The match is back. We're getting right back into this team fight, which is such a skill in itself, seeing how they're able to adjust. And Team Legion able to adapt, gets the res back up. But Maya Gonzalez takes down Zyro. And we are seeing Maya Gonzalez is running shop. Sneaky Turtle taking out Sun. And Team Shoutout Betty White looking like they're going to go down here. But Apollo wrecking shop as well. Bob is in the mix.
Big Bob there as Rain Uwu gets the Blizzard, taking down Wicked Tricks. Blue Band Joy goes down. So even though Team Shoutout Betty White was able to rally slightly there, they did get 85%. It does end up being Legion as we see Zero now switching over to Ana. Maya Gonzalez showing that sometimes the biggest chat is named Maya. Swinging that hammer, clearing them out. We heard multiple mentors talking about that. When Reinhardt gets momentum, when Reinhardt is able to take the space and show that he's the biggest bully in the yard, he can be very hard to stop.
You have to, in the words of Apollo, you have to out-Chad the other Reinhardt.
Yep, and there's no Reinhardt on Team Shoutout Betty White's side.
Exactly.
So we'll see how that goes into this team fight. That big anti there from Zero lands there. Zyro goes down, and the fire snipe from Maya Gonzalez
that
to wipe out Blue
was
Band
such
Joey.
a good wall from Rain Uwu, allowing Maya Gonzalez to get the picks.
Oh yeah, and just like that fight over almost as quickly as it started.
I like the choice here, though, from Team Shoutout Betty White, just quickly peeling off after they lost two of their players, understanding that, hey, let's not overextend. We don't want to lose anything more than we have to here.
Yeah.
Let's just fire from afar and get these ults up. And now, Zyro has their ult up, Alexi has Reza up, and WikiTrix is using the tire with the rectangle. Magic Rectangle is going to blow up God Jr. and Sneaky Turtle. And now, Team Legion is down their tanks.
And we go Rare Dodgers now getting their tire out here. Are they going to be able to sneak it around? Nope, WikiTrix said, I see the angle. I know where you're going. No, thank you.
I can see the lines of code in the Matrix. You can't stop me. But Maya Gonzalez is like, all right, well, let's not be tricky about it then, and just wreck shop while Rain Uwu and Rare Dagger are able to clean up the rest of it. Zero getting the pick on WikiTrix off to the side. And now, Team Legion looking incredibly strong here.
Heading into this last fight now, we saw Legion able to take that fight thanks to Maya Gonzalez, backed up by the nano boost there from Zero. Ana's ultimate ability, she can basically double the stats of a hero with that nano, and you saw what happened there when Reinhardt gets hold of it. And there, Rain with that very smart play. They're walling off Team Shoutout Betty White. They're not going to be able to make the coordinated effort. They've got to try to rush into the firing range of Team Legion. The tactical thinking there from Team Legion. WikiTrix gets the double on Rain.
Oh my God!
Fire Junior Sneaky! WikiTrix with 5 kills to pull this back out for Team Shoutout Betty White. Are you serious, WikiTrix?
Cut to my face real quick.
Can you believe it? They just said, hold up, wait, Wikipedia said that they were gonna win this point. Oh, let me trick that up for you. Are you serious?
WikiTrix took out 5 of them while alone, and now Team Shoutout Betty White is going to win the point.
What a play.
That was
the double kill on the concussion.
Into the rip
concussion
tire.
Into a 3K tire. Single-handedly pulling that fight that almost didn't even get a chance to begin. It was what we were saying. It's what we were saying. The tactical mindset of Team Legion going up against just the sometimes singular brilliance of the DPS.
I don't think
Team
it's.
Shoutout
I don't even think it's singular brilliance. I just feel like it's the core spirit of Team Shoutout Betty White to just be like, we're down. Never tell me the odds. Team Shoutout Betty White never wants you to tell them the odds. They're like, oh, our support got picked up. That's cool, and then kills the rest of the team.
All right, and so now we go here to the final point of Lee Jang. It's a big area here. As you see, Rare Dagger onto that Farah, Zero running Lucio, Sneaky Turtle on that Moira, Rainu Wu on McCree, God Jr. and Maya rocking Winston and Hammond effectively so.
But Wikitrix is going to take down Sneaky Turtle right off the bat. Blue Band Joey and Apollo, though, getting very low. Wikitrix also, but is able to get out. Rainu taking out the grenade.
Yep, see Wikitrix now with that Junkrat pushing things around, trying to bully the point himself, make things hard as Rainu goes down to the concussion mine. Wikitrix responding quickly. See how fast that Riptire comes up from Wikitrix as it takes out the supports of Team Legion. This fight all but said and done. And why not while you're at it, Wikitrix? Throw a third kill up there as Team Shoutout Betty White able to take the first fight.
Wikitrix's aggression has just been unmatched.
Oh, wait, we're seeing the stall. We're seeing the
stall.
Team Legion got the point first and was able to get it up even to 27%.
That's huge.
Before Team Shoutout Betty White could take it
Before
back.
Zero fell off the map.
You know, when it's done, it's done.
It happens. That's life. What do you think the adjustments the Team Legion can make here to be able to stop them from losing another game? McRib?
I really think they I keep mentioning this crazy momentum that Shoutout like builds. It's like you say, they capped last point. It was a 5-man tire, and they're going in with that same aggression and momentum into this barrage.
Oh, Rare Dagger able to stop it, but they aren't able to stop Wikitrix, and Wikitrix is able to run a little bit of shop on their team. But Team Shoutout Betty White will go down in its entirety. Very, very good aggression from Team Legion. Yeah. Unstoppable force meets an immovable object. No, an unstoppable force collides with another unstoppable force.
Yeah, that was a well-done barrage there from Rare Dagger, and then a great play from God Jr., very important. While that barrage was happening, God Jr. focused all of Winston's fire on the immortality field that Zyro had put up in that bad piece. Because we've seen those barrages come down and not get any kills, even though they're doing damage, thanks to that immortality field. God Jr. was able to snap it out midway through the ult, that those kills came in, and then Team Legion followed up. As we get the big ult there from Blue Band Joey as Wikitrix gets a tire out, but Rainu were well aware of it. That tire's flanking, it's coming, and it gets Sneaky Turtle as well. Oh, that poor Terrapin not sneaky enough to survive that.
The bongo has been dropped. Zero is presenting the point capture right now and so is Hammond, as well as Winston. Team Legion showing what they're best at, which is just being as annoying as possible. Stopping this team from being able to get it, waiting for their own teammates to get back. Hampston is checking in, Winston is checking out, and Rain Uwu is able to take down Blue Band Joey. Zyro goes down, God Jr. goes down, Rain Uwu gets a double kill on both of the DPSs on Team Shoutout Betty White. Rain Uwu showing, oh, well, Wikitrix, you think you're good at Junkrat? I'll show you what for, and Rare Dagger is able to take out Apollo, winning them the team fight.
There you go again for Team Legion.
They have so little time.
They love flying under the radar. They love not being talked about because when the moment comes, just like you said, you can't stop talking about them. As Team Shoutout Betty White scrambling just to try to get somebody back onto that point. I believe it's Wikitrix who's able to get it down there. So this goes into overtime. Sun gets a pick on Rare Dagger, but God Jr. follows up. Wikitrix gets God Jr. The response from Team Shoutout Betty White coming through. Bob taken care of by Rain Uwu. But is it too late? Alexa gets Sun back up. We're going to get a tire here out of Rain Uwu. It finds Sun. Apollo finds Zero. There will be no stalling from him here as Team Shoutout Betty White looking to control this point.
Yep, they are able to capture it at the last possible second, skin of their teeth. And we are now seeing Wikitrix pushing up. He is on fire right now, as he always is.
Yeah, he's looking really good for Team Shoutout Betty White as they get this. They have the window. If they can accurately identify what angle Team Legion is coming from, Zyro can put that window up, and a lot of fire can come through from Sun, from Apollo, and Blue Band Joy as well.
It's so hard, even if they know which direction. Team Legion's team is so good at getting on points quickly. Zero is already there, but goes down. Sun able to take them out, but God Jr. takes out Alexi. Wikitrix takes out Rare Dagger. God Jr. able to take out Apollo. Wiki Tricks able to take out Sneaky Turtle. God Jr. able to take out Sun. Blue Man Joey able to take out God Jr. Everybody's going down.
Pest on the point as Brian Gonzalez sets right on down to Blue Band Joey. And Team Legion looking to cap this point here.
Oh, and Wiki Tricks goes down. The overtime timer is clocking out. Will they make it in time?
Oh, and we saw two. What was that? We saw two fallouts from Alexi and on Team Shoutout Betty White's side as Team Legion able to take map number 2. Well done on their part.
That map is so good for Team Legion's playstyle, but let's see the play of the game right here.
Another Junkrat.
The thing that made me pog in real life.
What do you say there? The damage poured in. Look at that. The double there.
The risk here?
Point blank tire.
Oh my God.
Nobody sees?
Nobody sees it.
The audacity of Wiki Tricks.
It's
Though
insane.
it was ultimately not enough,
No.
just goes to show. This is what we were talking about. This is why we have a split decision amongst the casters here. These two teams are both excellent.
Nah, Team Shoutout Betty White definitely let him have it. Just clearly let him have the. I can't.
Just to extend it.
Can't do it. Can't do it with a straight face. That was fantastic play from Team Legion.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Can't say enough good things about these teams as we go 1-1. Team McRib, what do you have to say about that game and about these two teams thus far?
Oh, I did see, I managed to peek that Wiki switch to Reaper right at the end there. Obviously, the point was lost by then, but I think that's going to be a great switch, especially that's going to counter the Winston and the ball that they were running, Maya's ball.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be able to take them out way quicker than they were before.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's a big switch. God Jr. was looking on that Winston very strong. We know that Team Legion loves to present that mobility, and as you mentioned, that Reaper is he's just considered the classic. I've heard it when I've played tanks. The other team has a Reaper. It's like, yo, you got to switch off Winston, bro. Yo, you can't play Winston. They have a Reaper, man.
Can't do it. They're just going to shoot you. You're too
Gotta
big.
Switch, man. So we'll see how right now with this next map these two teams are going on as we are looking into this game number 3. It is 1-1, and this is a best of 5. So both these teams will need to win another 2 maps in order to take this championship.
And I believe we are not having an overtime, a halftime today. No, we are just, this is going to be running straight through. We're going to be having the entire match happening on stream for you. No breaks, no stops on the Shoutout Betty White Legion trade. Absolutely, like a wrecking ball, holding the point on Lijiang Tower. We are not going anywhere.
Spinning round and round a wider circle almost in a Pizza Hut pie.
Oh my God, is there a bigger pizza?
I said almost big.
Almost big.
But not big enough.
Not big enough. There'll never be a pizza big enough to quell my hunger. That's why I'm fat.
But speaking of that, we will be taking a quick break here as we get things set up for map number 3. We will see you all on the other side of the break.
Don't go anywhere. How gold is right when you start thinking you're good and you need a reality check. I believe we are getting right back into it now.
Yes, we are here. Welcome back, folks, for this game number 3 of the championship between Team Legion and Team Shoutout Betty White. We are here in Oasis. So this is going to be yet another control map here. Team Legion going to be representing Ana on Zero on Ana, Rare Dagger on that Junkrat, Rain Uwu currently on Torbjorn. We'll see about that.
Please stay. Please stay on Torbjorn.
Doubts.
I believe in Torbjorn. I love him so much.
Sneaky Turtle with Mercy, Maya Gonzalez on Zarya and God Jr. rocking, or Maya Gonzalez on Reinhardt and God Jr. on Zarya.
Rain Uwu, I will gift a sub in your Twitch chat.
Look, they're not at the back. They're playing Torbjorn.
Torbjorn.
Ladies and gentlemen, there will be turrets.
My man about to Bjorn this Torb. Let's do it.
So Team Shoutout Betty White. Ooh, big fire strike there from Maya Gonzalez to start out with. Team Shoutout Betty White running that classic tank duo, Sigma and
Rain Uwu's turret goes down.
Oh yeah, well it's smart. You gotta focus fire. As Rain Uwu gets the pick on Alexi there, goes down right away there. It's a good start for Team Legion.
And Rain Uwu is able to take out Alexi on that Torbjorn. Torbjorn having one of the strangest weapons, shooting out weird little bits of magma that actually do a lot on headshot, and Rare Dagger is gonna go down.
Yep, WikiTrix able to respond there. We see Sneaky Turtle stunned there. Maya Gonzalez going down to WikiTrix. Zero able to take out Apollo. We're gonna get a risky res here from Sneaky Turtle. They're thinking about it. Waiting as Rain Uwu takes down Sun. Alexi doesn't worry about the risk. They get Apollo back up. Looking very good for Team Shoutout Betty White right
The
now.
more I think about this Torbjorn pick, the more I realize it's very much in line with Team Legion's strategy.
Yeah.
Able to hold the point in a very creative way. Having this Torbjorn able to drop down the turrets, but Apollo getting a little low right here. Lexi is going down. Blue Band Joey getting very low. WikiTrix, though, in with the tire, taking out the turrets, but Rain Uwu able to take out WikiTrix at the last second. Let's see if Sun is able to get this kill.
No, we got Zero in the background. You see right there, Rain Uwu getting supported there by Zero, able to take down Zyro and Apollo. As Team Legion not only caps the point early, but is able to win the fight. So they're going to watch over well over 50%. Before Team Shoutout Betty White is even ready to mount a serious second attempt at it, as Sun gets staggered heavily there by Zero on the way out.
Sun, unfortunately, we've talked about the aggression from Team Shoutout Betty White, but it is a double-edged sword. Now they have to burn this res that they could use at a later time to get Sun back up to stop them from losing any more pressure on this point.
Yeah, that's a 30-second cooldown for Mercy's resurrection. So while she will be able to do it again, perhaps before the end of this fight, as it's a great start with the ults there used there. Sun taking down Red Dagger with Bob. Apollo getting Maya Gonzalez there. As WikiTrix onto Hanzo, taking down Rain Uwu. It's a very strong second fight from Team Shoutout Betty White.
WikiTrix just plays every character people hate to see in solo queue.
Yeah.
All right.
But well.
They're able to play the character well, which is unlike everybody in solo
Wow,
queue.
Zero with a bold nano boost onto God Jr. And with that, God Jr. was able to sustain, get the grab out there, take out Alexi and Blue Band Joey. Maya Gonzalez comes back, and throughout all of that fight, Legion never lost a point. Shoutout Betty White took out so many heroes. They looked to be up, but look at them getting wiped out now. They might not even get a second chance to contest this.
That is such a dominating present there from Legion, but I'd like to say this, Legion does win the first point of every game.
Yeah, it's true. Well, we see them typically start out, right? They get the first point, they look good, but that was a great job, an example of what we've talked about then with the sustain.
Yes.
Zero got the nano on a God Jr., instantly boosted Zarya up to full health. God Jr. must have done a great job managing their bubbles. They stayed up, they got the grab. And everything just fell into place for Legion to sustain and win that first point.
Yeah, I'm very surprised from Team Shoutout Betty White not picking a payload map after their first loss. I feel like playing Legion's game is not the best way to take them on right now, especially after they got the early lead. They won that first control point map. They were up, and they could have easily just been like, all right, we lose the second control point, but we can switch the game type, use what we learned from seeing the other matches that they've played, and be able to maybe change up the game a little bit.
Yeah, I'm surprised as well. But the map selection process, you know, you don't always get what you want. You see Wikitrix now onto the Tracer. We see Sun sticking with that Ash, and Apollo getting the first pick on Sneaky Turtle right now. So things looking good here for Team Shoutout Betty White.
That was such good patience there from Wikitrix. The moment Wiki saw that Zari shield up on the enemy team, immediately stopped shooting, waiting, still tracking them, wanting to get the damage down. And now Wikitrix is getting all of these picks, one after another. Reinu was solo on health right now, immediately going back before they get too low, taking out the turret, and now Wikitrix getting back in for more.
You gotta worry about your left and your right. Is it a mix? Nah, kid, it's Wikitrix showing up with that Tracer, blinking in, doing the damage.
None of these Gen Z kids know what mix is.
Rib, I know you mentioned Tracer earlier on and you're loving it. What are you seeing right now out of Wikitrix?
I'm seeing some great Tracer play. He's doing a lot what he did with Genji, where he's like going in, getting really deep with those picks, and then just falling back into his team because he knows they're going to be there to support him.
Absolutely, and we're seeing it now, throwing in
Just
the
as
bomb.
you mentioned it, Rare Dagger goes down, pulse bomb.
Yeah, both the DPS are down on Team Legion, so this point is definitely going to go to Shoutout Betty White for the next foreseeable future.
Yeah, and only one ult needed to be used there. Wikitrix with that singular excellence to take down one, hit the pulse bomb on another. That fight effectively over.
And
right then and
Wiki
there.
is definitely going to be getting that ult back in no time at all.
Yeah, already up to 45% on Tracer again. So we'll be seeing another pulse bomb before long.
And now Bob is up on the side of Ash. She is ready to drop it at a moment's notice. Wikitrix flanking as usual, going for these picks, trying to get this Mercy right now with Sun. And so close, has to get this health down, but it does push them off the point. Alexi goes down to God Jr. though. That's a huge pick. God Jr., Rain Uwu able to take out Wikitrix, but Sun is able to take out God Jr. And now should be able to take out Rain Uwu. Goes down, getting hard in the paint here.
Maya Gonzalez now boosted off of that nano boost from Zero. Big Ron, Big Chad. What's my name? Maya Gonzalez. Sneaking through and just running.
Yeah, you got Gonzalez. It would have rhymed better.
tried.
I saw you trying, but you missed the pronunciation at the end there.
We see there the combination there from Legion. Once again, Zero getting.
Shout out Betty White though. Definitely, they only need to take this point one more time, and look at the ults up on that side.
Oh, yeah. This is big. Wikitrix, we mentioned that pulse bomb up. Apollo with that gravitic flex up. You see the bongo go down from Blue Band Joey. Bob's coming in. He's going to be boosted by that. That's a lot of damage getting pumped out as Maya tries to drop the shadow on Bob. Sleeping stands with Zero. Woo!
I gotta go home.
4K tire from Dagger.
That's so huge because Shout Out Betty White just dropped 4 ultimates, and it was all stopped by a single tire.
Wow. Which will win? 4 ultimates from Shoutout Betty White?
Or 1 junk tire.
1 little roly boy from Team Legion.
Or 1 tire. 1 small boy.
Exactly. Queen, how do you think the Team Shoutout Betty White can come back from that?
I think they were doing well with I really like their picks. I think they switched off of the Tracer for a McCree, I believe.
Wikitrix is on Genji now.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, Wikitrix actually has
he's on
switched over to
Genji?
Yeah.
I still think that. Okay. I still think like a flanky hero is really what they need. I really think they need to start getting these like picks on the side and working for their strengths, which is having their team go in to distract them and then just picking off the people that are unlucky enough to find them.
Yeah, and it's looking very much like this game is going to go over to Team Legion side. Shout out Betty White, unfortunately getting caught in that gravity field because they had burned all their ults earlier. Let's see if they can even get to the point of being able to set this to overtime, but it's not looking like it. They are being held up, but Genji gets on the point at the last second. Alexi goes down, Zyro goes down, Sun goes down, Blue Band Joey goes down, Wikitrix goes down, and that is point of the game.
It's just Apollo here with the flux. They can get on point, they can stall it out as much as they want to try. But Legion says, leave the stalling to us, Apollo. You're a bright star. You'll rise some other day.
You don't have a Hamston right now, all right? You don't got a Winston, you don't got a Hamtaro, you don't got no Lucio.
There's nothing doing here.
There's nothing to be done here. And now we're about to see Rare Dagger's tire blowing up the entire enemy team right here.
Yeah, it's the measure of it. They love to go unspoken about. We saw there the work being done. Bob put to sleep. Look how Rare Dagger curves it around Bob. Don't wake Bob.
Don't wake
but
Bob.
But do kill 4 members of Team
That
Shoutout Betty
was
White.
Such a huge ultimate. Like, I cannot stress it enough.
Yeah.
It's absolutely insane.
Well, we
Almost as insane as the delicious deals that you can get at Pizza Hut.
I can only bow to the Hut. All right, so now Team Legion up 2-1. As we mentioned, there will be no halftime today. This is the championship match. Team Legion need only win one more map to take the Compton USD Showdown, presented by
Compton SDU.
Help!
The Gamers EDU.
The Gamers EDU.
And Dominguez Hills College, as well as our one true savior, Pizza Hut. Are you okay?
I am the caster. I am hired to read the things, but the things I was reading was out of order.
Yeah, we're also at Thunder Studios holding this event here. Thank you so much to Thunder for graciously allowing us to use their space and helping produce this event.
Yeah.
And thank you to everybody. And thank you to Queen McRib for hosting and doing such a wonderful job interviewing all the players and helping us out with analysis.
Look at her. Oh, shucks.
Look at her. Look at her. Look at her. She's just like, praise. I've never gotten praise once in my life.
All right. I believe we're looking at map number 4 here, or?
I believe so. I believe that's so. I think Team Betty White, Team Legion has done such a good job at adapting to this very flanky, very DPS-centric style that Team Shoutout Betty White has had. But I feel like there are these moments that Team Shoutout Betty White are getting caught up in the game.
Yeah.
There's what's the word for it? There's this anxiety that happens when you get this far into a tournament. When you're in this is the grand finals.
Yeah.
You know this is what people are watching. You know this is what people are waiting for. And you get tournament nerves. And you can clearly see that happening somewhat on the side of Team Betty White. They are over-aggressing like we didn't see the other day. Or in the first match, the moment they got that lead, they're trying to push it a little too hard right now.
Yeah, it's very hard when you've been practicing and you've been working very hard in competitive aspects, as you and I are well aware. When you make a deep run, you're doing well. It's very easy to forget how you got there. And feel like you need to change everything at the last moment, the things you've been working on. And that's one of the things we've seen Legion, they stick with what they're good at.
Yeah,
they stick to what they're strongest
There's
at.
something that my mentor taught me, and he taught me the line, dance with the date you brought.
Yeah.
Bring the tools that you understand. Don't try anything new out in the moment unless it's time to experiment. And if you're in pools or like earlier matches, yeah, you can try out something new. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. The stakes aren't as high. But when you get to this deep, deep level here, when you get to grand finals against another team that has shown that they are just as good as you are, you can't be trying out new things. You can't be messing up these flanks. You can't be randomly switching characters. They need to stick with the date that they brought.
Exactly. It's a test.
It's
At
a
the end of
test.
the day, you studied for it, you prepared for it. The time comes, the answers didn't all miraculously change. Whether the letters are different or whether they're still the same, the answers
Or if there's a
won't
big
change.
monkey shooting at you.
But if there's a big ape with a rail gun, you should probably seek the help of.
Probably get Reaper.
You either get Reaper or seek help if there is no Reaper in your universe.
Or throw peanut butter at him. Winston loves peanut butter. It's the only thing that I know for sure about Winston is that he loves
In the
peanut
lore.
butter.
Would anybody like a jar of peanut butter?
Are you trying to tell me that Overwatch has
He's a
lore?
scientist. Scientist first.
Yeah, it's good brain food. It's brain food.
Trying to tell me that Overwatch has lore? Don't you cap?
All right, now, so I want to ask
Let me
you all
have
this. I want to ask you all this. Now, I don't expect to hear anything out of McRib, but I want to ask you, McRib, from what you've seen of these past 3 games, what are your thoughts on who's going to win? Are you still thinking what you thought originally about Legion? Are you feeling more confident about that pick, or do you think that Shoutout Betty White is going to be able to come back and make something happen here?
I think I'm gonna stick with Legion. I really think Maya's Reinhardt. I wanted to mention this before. I feel like the focus on Maya's Reinhardt hasn't necessarily been there. We've seen Shoutout getting these picks, but Legion will still have control of the point at the end of the day.
Yeah.
We also saw Sun's Ash, I think on second point of Oasis, really getting picks. They sent in Bob. And they still were picked off at the end because that Reinhardt just turned around and just was like, "What are you doing?"
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's the strength of that character when when Ryan's able to stick around long enough, and especially with Zero picking Ana, we were talking about the sustain of Lucio, but this time on Ana, just building up alt charge throughout the fight, and near the end, dropping that nano boost on a God Jr. or on a Maya Gonzalez, like you mentioned, McRib, just getting a lot of work done near the end. So I turn to you now, Kuba. It's 2-1.
It's 2-1.
Team Legion.
One, you got to make it interesting.
Looking good.
All right, you got to make it interesting. All right, you can't blow them out. That can't unleash all 5 of the Golden Girls at once.
Right.
All right. So what I truly believe is, I was talking a little bit about tournament nerves earlier. I think that Team Shoutout Betty White needs to get it together.
Yeah.
And I feel like they need. I feel like taking this time right now is probably a time to readjust if they're deciding on the map or if they're just having a team discussion about what is going on right now. Somebody needs to tell the rest of the team to grit their teeth and knock them out of it.
Yeah.
Because there are these moments where they're playing so well, but that they're getting too caught up in it. And I truly believe, and I truly, truly believe this, that if Team Shoutout Betty White can do that, can stop this overextension of when they do well, they will win this game.
All right. Well, there you have it there, Kuba. Sticking with the original pick, Team Shoutout Betty White. Obviously,
I don't think you understand how stubborn I am.
Queen McRib and I originally picked Legion. We're looking good now, but we'll see who looks best when we get back started for map number 4.
You want to make a bet? Want to make a bet, Team Legion? I'll bet you $1. $1 whole dollar.
$1 whole American dollar.
$1 whole American dollar.
I'll do you one better. If Team Shoutout Betty White wins this, I will buy you your choice of a Pizza Hut pizza. And I will have it delivered to your house.
It is COVID. I know that neither of us can afford that.
I can get you one pizza. I was very specific. I am not in a rally. I am not in a raffle to win a Pizza Hut voucher. I
am also not in a.
Very specific with my pizza.
You know what?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
And then
I will buy you one Pizza Hut pizza if Team Legion wins, and you will buy me one Pizza Hut pizza.
Of undetermined size.
Of undetermined size. I don't care if it's a personal pan. It's more of a spiritual pizza, you know?
It is. It is a
and we will happily share that with y'all on
Victory
Twitter.
pizza.
You can follow my man over here at Eli the Curry One. You can follow me at Cookin' with Jake, COOKIN with Jake. And then you can follow the lovely, lovely, wonderful, amazing host, Queen McRib, at Queen McRib on Twitter. So,
All right, so looking this up for...
we had to up the stakes a little bit.
Yeah.
We had to raise the bar.
This is what happens when they leave us talking and we just start talking about Pizza Hut pizza.
I feel like this is more of an FGC thing, where I'm just like, I haven't money matched in a while.
It's been a while, but it will be much shorter, our break here, as we take this moment. We will be getting back to you with game number 4 of this finals right on the other side of this break.
Don't go anywhere.
So we actually have a variety of programs for the Esports Association. One is career readiness. So we actually work with the career.
Look for yourself. This is the future. The voices of tomorrow, the leaders of tomorrow, innovators, scientists, artists, engineers, Olympians, leaders, educators, agents of change, not criminals, not failures, not walking statistics. This is the future, and it happens here, today, now, in the new Compton Unified. The Compton turnaround is real, and these are the hearts and minds that made it so. It started with the belief that we could achieve, elevate, and then it happened. Progress, achievement, victory, community, right here in Compton. No matter what color, no matter what gender, together they write the next chapter. Whether it be as a Centennial Apache, a Dominguez Don, a Compton early college high school Phoenix, or one of the first to graduate, a Compton Tar Babe at the new Compton High School. Who walks among these halls, you ask? They walk these halls. Together, they write the next chapter and become a part of our legacy here at Compton Unified.
We are back again to the Compton USD Showdown, hosted by the Gamers EDU, hosted by me. Let's join our lovely casters, Eli the Curry and Kuba, as we reach the end of the grand finals.
Woo! Here we are, back. As you see, Kuba deeply meditating, trying to manifest a comeback for Team Shoutout Betty White, the same way that Team Shoutout Betty White's mentor, Apollo, manifested the pizza delivered by Pizza Hut that they enjoyed earlier. They are down 2-1, Kuba.
Yeah.
They're going to
got them right where they want them.
Yeah, sure.
You want them. No, see, here's what you do. Here's the actual strategy here.
Go off.
You win the first game,
Right.
all right? That way you have a little bit of buffer room.
Okay.
Then you lose 2 on purpose. That way, just in case something goes wrong later, you lose 2 on purpose, get them feeling confident. That's when you get it together and you smoke them.
Right. You don't.
Nobody
lose
cares
the
if you
first one to gather data on the opponent and then exploit the weaknesses that they don't know they have in order to take the 2 games and then be within striking distance to win the entire tournament. Right?
You use all your cheese strats at the beginning. You clutch it out, and then you lose 2 games. You're just gathering information. You're studying. All
Sure
right?
thing, Kuba. Shout out Betty White. Let's see what Legion's got here as we go into game number 4. This potential final map in this showdown.
There's no potential about it. Team Betty White's got this. All right.
Fair enough. We are on Rialto. Big Rib, you want to tell us a little bit about Rialto and what this map is like? I don't think we've seen one like it in the finals thus far.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great hybrid map. You have a lot of airspace, you have a lot of flanking room, but because it's a payload map, your team really has to be focused on I guess focus on the payload.
Oh, you just said payload map. It's time.
Oh yeah, this is a guide the payload map. There is no payload to fight for, as you see right here, straight out of the gates of Rialto. You're able to get it. There's a lot of walls up here. This is gonna be a very dangerous area. You'll see Junkrat able to play in. From Team Shoutout Betty White, who is on offense first, we will see Wiki Tricks on Genji, Sun, of course, on Ashe. Meanwhile, Apollo on that Sigma, and he's very low, but able to be healed back up there by the combination of Alexi and Zyro as they take down Rare Dagger and Rain Uwu's turret.
And so, Team Shoutout Betty White their game plan is so good on payload maps because they're such a flank-happy team. The point is constantly moving. You can't be watching your flanks at all times in every direction. So that allows Wikitrix to have free run of the enemy line sometimes.
Yeah, it's very good. Once they get you actually sitting in one spot, that's when they really do some of their best work. As you see them focusing on those shorts and those that immortality field, making sure that this fight happens. Rare Dagger able to get the pick on Wikitrix as Rain takes down Sun. So the DPS goes down, but just like that, Sun picks 0, and then Alexi gets the red zone Wikitrix. So Team Shoutout Betty White looking good here as the coalescence comes out from Zyro. Health going down. Rain Uwu, Sneaky Turtle, God Jr. so low.
Ooh, but Zyro is able to take out Rain Uwu and their turret. That's a big loss for Team Legion, as well as Wikitrix taking out the grenade and is now running a train on the back line, but isn't able to get anybody else but Zero, but that is still a huge pick. Apollo picking it up, Wikitrix taking out Sneaky Turtle, Rare Dagger taking out Zyro, but Blue Band Joey will finish it up against Maya Gonzalez, and they will take the first point.
Yep, just a lonely attempt there to try to get back and away from it here. As you see Wikitrix bravely going after Rain Uwu and gets it, and then gets slept here by Zero. Let me talk to you, son. I'm your mentor. Just for that moment, though, Genji can call Ana her daddy right there. As you saw, Zero
Man, been learning a little too much from Dr. Disrespect right there.
Get the big up, the follow-up. Yeah, you saw a lot of aggression out of Wikitrix, but just a little too far forward.
Now, that's exactly what I'm talking about. That's been the downfall of Team Shoutout Betty White every single time this set. They've been pushing up a little too far every time, and we need to be paying a lot of attention to it, or else they're going to get collapsed in on like that again. Wikitrix taking out the turret. Very, very good pick. Torbjorn's ult should be running out very soon.
Yeah, but we see already Zero able to get the the biotic grenade kill on a Sun Force. Alexi to burn that res. Another pick there on Blue Band Joy, pushing Team Shoutout Betty White back. Sun has Bob here, but to see Team Betty White waiting. This is a payload map, right? We're not fighting over control of a central point. We're pushing a payload. So Team Shoutout Betty White doesn't have to worry about losing time or losing percentage. They just lose time. But if they get it to the end with any time left, they'll be able to go into overtime with it. So they're able to step back.
Yep.
Okay?
And Team Legion has 4 of their ultimates up. Those percentage meters at the top are filling up for Zero as well.
Yep.
And we are going to be seeing a big fight coming here from Legion.
Yeah, this is a big fight. Both teams there. As you see, Wikitrix get the quick pick on Rain Uwu. We're going to see the nano there from Zero.
Oh, such a good stun, though. Stopping God Jr. from being able to finish out what they were doing.
Yep, knocked him right out of the ult there. You see the pick there as Team Shoutout Betty White presses forward. Big tire from Rare Dagger, though. Takes out Alexi and Apollo. This is a good turnaround here. Now low, Blue Band Joey goes down to Rare Dagger. Wikitrix able to finish off Rare Dagger, but the damage may have already been done if Wikitrix can be stopped.
Yeah, the core members of Shoutout Betty White, Sun and Wikitrix, did not go down there. But Sun able to heal back up, get back, and be able to readjust, waiting for both teams to both respawn. Yeah. They burnt a lot of ults on Team Legion. It was a very, very good ability to stop them from capturing the cart point. But now Team Shoutout Betty White is looking very, very strong for this next fight.
It was an expensive fight there for Team Legion, though they were able to stop them from capping that. As you see, another great sleep there from Zero on Wikitrix, who was so far back in the spot. There was no follow-up. Just another bit of like, hey, I see you there. I see what you're doing.
I just want to stop you from flanking real quick.
Yeah.
Zero is on top of being able to deal with Sun taking out Rare Dagger, though. Wikitrix taking out Rain. Ooh, there is no DPS on the side of Team Legion right now.
And their mentor Zero goes down. This is a bad fight. You see Maya Gonzalez was heading for the water. Sneaky Turtle not long for this point.
And Zyro was the only one who had to burn ult there.
Yeah, that was a great fight there from Team Shoutout Betty White. Well, they started it out with the Apollo ult, if you remember. They came out there. That turned
that wasn't part of the fight.
It turned God Jr. around. That shield wasn't ready and available there because he had to try to focus on stopping that huge on the gravitic flux from Apollo. So it was a good usage of an ult as an initiator, right? A way to start the fight, and then the rest of Legion was able to rally around, or the rest of Team Shoutout Betty White was able to rally around and finish it quick.
All right, trying to get the picks here, but they aren't able to get too much. Wikitrix does have Dragon Blade ready to go. So if Wikitrix is able to get this big flank, they should be able to make a big pick happen here.
Yep,
and it's time!
It is. Fighting there, stunned there by God Jr.
Goes down. Unfortunate. God Jr. and Zero were both ready for it. They knew the ult was coming, and they just had to pay attention. And now all of Team Shoutout Betty White has to peel off. Sun able to take out Sneaky Turtle, though. Able to grenade out the grenades. Sun able to take out Maya Gonzalez, and Blue Band Joey taking out Rare Dagger, and they res Zyro. Sun finishing up, being like, all right, you killed Wiki, that's fine.
Yep, and you see there, God Jr. gets the nano ult, but all it does is keep him alive to the barest moments to get back. Now that nano is gone, and this is huge. This is a big fight for Team Shoutout Betty White because they might be able to finish this push with a lot of time in the bank. As we see God Jr. go down immediately to Bob Rain. Ooh, out. Maya Gonzalez out.
Oh, that Bob was huge.
Isn't there.
Wow.
I've been singing a lot of Wikitrix's praises this entire time, but Sun showed the dominance there. Sun was able to clean up and not overextend when Wikitrix has been overextending this entire time on these flanks. Sun able to get those picks, clean up when they need to, and understand when to push up and when to fall back. We've been seeing exactly what I was talking about. That over-aggression is not there for most of the team now. They are taking that time, healing back, healing and regrouping, because they understand that was what's getting them killed these last 2 games.
Yeah, they're doing a great job. They're letting Sun initiate. We've seen so many times now Sun get the first pick of the fight, and then the rest of the team find their way around that without, as you said, overextending. They had a great offense there.
They got that footsies.
Yeah, they did
They
great job.
got that footsies.
So we're heading back now. This is going to be offense for Team Legion. We're seeing Rare Dagger on the Pharah. We're seeing Sneaky Turtle on that Mercy. That's going to be an interesting thing because you know if you're going up against Team Shoutout Betty White that they're going to be running Ashe on Sun. So that hit scan is there. McRib, tell me, what do you think so far out of the composition that Team Legion is showing right now on Rialto?
Just because Sun is so on fire right now, and we know what happens when any member of Team Betty White has any little bit of momentum, I don't know if the Pharah Mercy is the way to go here.
Yeah.
But we also we have seen that the Pharah works when there's only one hit scan.
Yeah.
We've seen that too.
I'm going to call out real quick that Wikitrix is probably going to end up switching over to McCree. The moment they see the amount of this air domination happening from Team Legion, I believe Wikitrix will make the right pick and be able to switch over to McCree.
Yeah, it'll be the question here as we see Maya Gonzalez and God Jr. rocking Hammond and Winston. And it's going to be, it's very mobile. It's going to be hard to look as we see Maya Gonzalez. This is where I think the choice for Pharah Mercy from Team Legion is actually very smart because with God Jr. and Maya Gonzalez on Hammond and Winston, they're going to be able to dive onto that hit scan. Anytime Sun sets up, he's going to be in trouble unless he's in front of the point. And that's a dangerous spot to be because that means he's grouped up. That's going to make Pharah even more valuable as the damage will pour in for Legion.
Who gave a hamster machine guns?
He built them himself.
No, he's a hamster.
No, he's a smart hamster. He's a smart boy.
Hamster.
No, he's smart. He built it himself. You see, Rainu Wu already has ult. Sneaky Turtle getting the res on 0. And that's another low-key big thing for Legion. They have not been running a lot of Mercy. So running Mercy now in the Pharah Mercy will give them the... I was going to say it will give them the res. There ain't no res in that pick there from Sun.
Sun being able to get that pick right there. Apollo taking out Sneaky Turtle. Zyro taking out God Jr. The closer this gets to the point, the more the spawn stops being in the favor of Team Legion. Team Legion's team is all about diving in, having their tanks get in the face, and having the rest of their team be self-sufficient enough to fly up above and rain death from above. But I feel like Shoutout Betty White is now playing this correctly.
Yeah, it was really important for Team Legion to try to get out to a hot start here to begin with, and that did not happen. So this is a very dangerous situation.
Look at this!
As we see the pick Sun taking out Rain Uwu, and you wonder if you're Sneaky Turtle, as they go for the res here, it's not safe. You wonder if it's a safe res, and it ain't.
Sun is just dominating this air superiority right now. I don't think this was the right team comp for Legion to run.
It was all dependent on the main tank, or on the tank line of Legion to get in and make things happen. But it's surely going to be difficult with Apollo there, anchoring Team Shoutout Betty White. You see them doing a great job of making it hard for God Jr. and Maya Gonzalez to get the angles that they're looking for.
Yep. And you're seeing the egg on my face here. Wikitrix making the correct choice of staying on this Genji right now, dropping the Dragon Blade, taking out Sneaky Turtle, and taking out Zero, running havoc on the backline right here. Blue Van Joey goes down. Maya Gonzalez takes out Alexi, and God Jr. will be able to take out Wikitrix though, so we might be able to see a change in this point. God Jr. being able to hold it all down. Zyro getting very low in this fight, and Rare peeling off to heal up a little bit.
Yeah, we saw there Rain Uwu using the ult to turn into Sigma. So essentially there was a 3-tank formation there out of Legion. Without
so
the support,
strong.
they just decided to mop forward and just push the damage too far. Too much health, too much damage. for the rest of Team Shoutout Betty White to compensate for. But they are going to re-engage right before the end. You see Bob going down here. He'll be bubbled, so his effect may be limited. But Maya Gonzalez taken out by Sun. You see the window up there from Zyro's Baptiste. And it's looking like a good fight here for Team Shoutout Betty White. Only 40 seconds left on this Rialto map, so this is definitely in play for Team Shoutout Betty White to even up the score and send us to a 5th and final map.
And this is only going to be one. Oh, and Rare Dagger goes down. That's huge. That's going to add another 15-second loss to the clock while they wait for them to get back up. This is going to be a very interesting fight because Legion popped most of their ultimates here, while Team Shoutout Betty White very close to getting 2 ults up and has the res as well. So this is going to be a very, I think it's whoever kills the enemy Mercy first.
Yeah, it's just a huge thing here. We see Rain Uwu switching over to Junkrat. We've got Valkyrie already up with Sneaky Turtle, so the initial engage will go in. As you see right here, we're gonna get this Dragon Blade out of Wikitrix. God Jr. takes down Apollo off screen. We see Wikitrix focusing on Zero first, going for that. Now the support, Sneaky Turtle, going for the rest. Do they get it off? No, cut down by Wikitrix.
Oh.
They're looking to cut this out now. Maya Gonzalez able to take out Sun. Bob taking out Rare Dagger. The fight's on the point, and Zyro is hanging out there. Maya Gonzalez falls before the hammer does. Team Shoutout Betty White will stave off Legion. Today they own Rialto. It is 2-2.
So I just want you to know that I like mushrooms and pepperoni on my pizza, all right? I just want you to know that.
Duly noted, my good friend Kuba. Duly noted. Well, we are 2-2 as we see right here. Rare Dagger had a huge tire on the offensive portion that Team Betty White was running. It was a great spot there. It's been a lot of great plays from both of these teams, but ultimately Team Shoutout Betty White was able to win Rialto. So now we're heading down to the final game.
Absolutely. This is it. There will be no this is the EDU Compton Showdown. This is the match. This is it. This is what we've all been waiting for, the final round. The adjustments have been made by both teams. It is Game 5, which is the only way a grand final should ever end, unless there's a reset and it should end on Game 10.
But there will be no resets here.
This is a single unit bracket. We'd be here all day. This ain't Street Fighter. This ain't Capcom versus Tatsunoko.
No,
like 2 people got that.
This is Overwatch.
And Eli was one of them.
This is Overwatch, and we're so glad to have you all here. We're glad to see everybody in the chat. We're so happy for all of you to be here. I'm so happy to be here. McRib, let the people know that though this may be the last game, let them know what else is happening just after that.
Though this is the last game, this is not the last up for you guys. There will be a raffle announcement at the end of the grand finals match. We'll be able to give away some really great prizes to everyone in chat, so make sure you keep active. And yeah.
All right.
All right, let's get back into it. I'm your commentator, Fat Sajam.
And I'm not Buff Stacy Steve. Nobody got that. Just us.
Like 4 people got. Jokes are for people who get them.
All right, we move into our final
And
match.
Sajam's commentated Hearthstone before. There are Blizzard fans that know who he is.
Right on to Nepal. This final map, it will be Control. It will be the map that made Zero a star of day number, I remember, Wednesday. I remember
Wednesday. I don't, look, it's COVID, honestly. Our producer called me this morning about an hour before we were supposed to start, be like, yo, you awake? And I'm like, yeah, we're good.
Nah, he told us to. He told one. Now you've told on yourself. So we'll get started here.
I got here on time. What do you mean?
Yeah, it's true. You're here right now. For game number 5 to begin here, as we get God Jr. switching over to Winston. Maya Gonzalez will be on the Hammond. Rare Dagger on the Pharah. Sneaky Turtle on Moira. Zero on Lucio. While Rain Uwu will be running the Reaper. 14 Shoutout Betty White. Wikitrix on the signature Genji. Sun, as always, on that Ashe. Alexi on Mercy. Blue Banjo and Apollo running Orisa and Sigma. While Zyro running Baptiste. So, bit of a difference here in the team composition. Obviously, Legion looking to be environmentally sound, push people around, make things hard to stay in one spot. Meanwhile, Team Shoutout Betty White looking to do what they do best. Sun gets the first pick on Dagger.
I truly do not understand why they are still running this Pharah. But you know what? It gets me a pizza faster, so I'm definitely down with it.
Well, we do get that quick pick there. Wikitrix was able to take down Zero, but Rain Uwu taking out Blue Band Joey. So the tank line now for Shoutout Betty White has been weakened. No one has gotten the point yet, but we see God Jr. has already gotten Primal Wage up and it will be Team Legion who unlocks the point first. So they'll start building this percentage as these two teams continue fighting, but it's not done yet. Apollo close to that ult, but Rain Uwu.
Rain Uwu running a train on them, and that is going to be the first point capture, but ults are up on both sides across the board.
Yep.
This next fight is really going to decide who takes advantage in this match.
Well, we saw God Jr. there get out to a very fast start as they was able to get his up ult before everybody else, and that's really important for that. If he's going to be on Winston, he's going to need to show that. He's going to need to match Maya Gonzalez and Zero's energy for that sustain, for that push to make things hard for Team Shoutout Betty White to get started, to get firm, because we know what happens once they get momentum.
All right, very, very good beat drop there, but it's not enough. Able to peel down Rare Dagger. Getting all the damage here. Death Blossom is in effect, takes out Zyro, but not much more than that. Trying to take out Sun, but is unable to get the pick. Rain Uwu is just not able to get the momentum they need right here, teleporting mid-fight, and Maya Gonzalez is going to take down Blue Band Joey.
Yes, Rain Uwu was looking there. They were sighting Wikitrix's exit route. As soon as the Dragon Blade went up, Rain Uwu actually saw where Wikitrix was going to go. And that's what the teleport was for. It was to counter the exit strategy, exit the Dragon Blade, get them down. And we see Wikitrix switching on to McCree, so we'll get that double hit scan.
Oh, Sun definitely getting the health pack at that last second, able to pick off Maya Gonzalez. This is going to be a huge momentum shift if they're able to get to the point in time before they spawn.
Yeah, but this is very scary now for Team Shoutout Betty White because we see the percentage already in the 80s for Team Legion, and God Jr. is still on the point. Maya Gonzalez is still on the point. So even as Team Shoutout Betty White looks in to go in, dumping the ult into this fight, as you see they jump out to the quick lead here, they're still going to need to work quickly, or else Legion will put themselves in position to only need to win one fight in total to win this first point.
Yeah, I might have been a game off, but Wikitrix has switched on to McCree, another hit scan weapon, realizing that Genji is not the move on this specific portion of the map. There's not enough room to flank. There's not enough round to play around. So he has to focus more so on doing what Sun is doing, getting far off picks and only initiating once they have that advantage.
Yep. What I want to say, though, and I love the decision making from both teams there, you saw Team Legion, what were they doing? Hanging around until 99%. They did the minimum possible. Team Betty White accepted that. They didn't dump any unnecessary ults into that fight. They used one to make sure they won it because they didn't want to lose the point. And then after that, they allowed them to retreat. So now we're going to see both teams setting up for a proper final fight, potentially, if Team Legion can get this big win.
All right, Lucio takes out Alexi. That's huge. Zyro, though, running train on Sneaky Turtle and Uwu. Waiting to see what the picks are. The rectangles are up. Wikitrix goes down. Sun goes down. And this fight is looking very much like it might go in the favor of Team Legion.
Yes, we saw right there the pick initially there. Apollo taking out Rare Dodger. But it's going to be hard. Zyro up there for a brief amount of time. But Maya Gonzalez, Zero, and who else? God Jr. Who would you have thought would be the three people standing as Legion flips this point for Team Legion one last time now. Team Shoutout Betty White having to desperately try to get it. You see Wikitrix doing everything he can to extend
Oh
this.
my god, this is huge though, but the Death Blossom able to take him out, blowing all those ults that you were just talking about saving, and that is going to be point one going over to the side of Team Legion.
There it was right there. That was the same map that we first saw Zero do so much work on. That was the same point where we were like, whoa, this guy's hard to stop.
Support is unstoppable. Legion understanding what it takes. They just understand these control maps, and I feel like that is a misplay from earlier on from Team Shoutout Betty White. They had the advantage. They had the momentum where they could have gone, all right, payload control, payload control, payload control, but instead they picked a control map, and now it's biting them in the butt.
Yeah, we find ourselves now in Game 5. Here, the first point going down. As we get back to the match here, we're going to be seeing Team Shoutout Betty White. Looks like they're staying with the team comp that they had. Meanwhile, Team Legion, Rain will be switching on to McCree. So we'll see how that plays out here as Maya Gonzalez on Ryan and God Jr. on Zarya. So this is actually a counter meta pick from Team Legion. And I'm very curious to see right here because that means Blue Band Joey and Apollo are going to have a lot to say about moving and picking where this fight is for Team Shoutout Betty White. We get the initiation right here. God Jr. getting right in there with the bubble, trying to get that full charge right there. We see the bubbling Maya Gonzalez stepping forward, but Rare Dagger goes down to Sun, as you mentioned, Kuba.
Absolutely. Now we are seeing Anna Zero trying to get these picks right now. I don't know how I feel about him switching off of Lucio, especially when there's this much environmental kills, but it seems to be working well.
Yeah, you see Maya take down Zyro, but there's the res. Alexi pays with her life, though. Blue Band Joy goes down to Sneaky Turtle. Things looking very good so far for Team Legion, even as Sneaky Turtle takes a quick little whoop whoop off the map. It'd be like that sometimes.
Yeah, getting that super, super early win isn't, necessarily the best thing. It's like, you're ordering a pizza at 8 a.m., everybody's a little sleepy. So there's work traffic, so you gotta wait. You gotta wait for the Pizza Hut to have a little bit more drivers available. So when this round started, the point is not immediately capturable. So even though Shoutout Betty White got that early pick, Legion held off, they were ready, and now Rare Dagger goes down to Sun again.
Yep, it's just like, we've said it so many times. Sun, so consistent in getting this first pick. But we'll have to see, like you said, Shoutout Betty White, they've got to make the most of it. As Rain now able to revenge fellow DPS and take down Sun. Wikitrix keeping the cycle of revenge going as they take down Rain Uwu. The DPS advantage to Shoutout Betty White for now. But the tank fight happening on the point. As God Jr. goes up into the air, they're going to go down. The boom on Blue Band Joy. Bye-bye, Maya Gonzalez.
Absolutely. Rare Dagger goes down again. This Pharah is just not working out for them, unfortunately. But Maya Gonzalez is stopping them from taking the point, goes down, and Shoutout Betty White stops it at a clean 50%.
All right, so now halfway to the championship for Legion. Team Shoutout Betty White still needs to win this point, and then what could potentially be literally the last point of the showdown. But it'll all determine here. As we see, both teams, after they took the point, have taken a much more passive route. Sometimes you see teams push up and try to take that main door, but they've both just allowed the other team to approach from the other angle. So we'll see how that plays out. It didn't work for Team Legion. We'll see if Team Shoutout Betty White can do better here.
All right. Ooh, an amazing Earth Shatter taking out Sun immediately. God Jr. taking out Zyro and Apollo. And that is going to be it for Team Shoutout Betty White. Dead in an instant.
It didn't work. Nope. Yeah. Where you going? Where you going, Wiki? I put you on purple. I said you can't have no help. No help packs for you. Get out of here.
All right. This is huge, though, but they did have to burn an ultimate, and now Shoutout Betty White has almost all of their ultimates up as well. We're going to see if they are able to retake this point. This is a position we have seen Shoutout Betty White many times in this set, and many times they've been able to take it back. But Team Legion is so close to victory right now. Let's see if they can hold them off.
This is it right now. This could be the last fight. We see Wikitrix with the dead eye on Rain Uwu. And
That's
then
huge.
Sun gets the pick on Zero. They've been looking for that this entire map. This is looking great now for Team Shoutout Betty White as we see the bongo go down from Blue Band Joy.
Yep.
Didn't need a bongo and Bob at the end of that fight, but they got it.
I actually like the choice of that. They realize that it's going to get to 90%, so in case they lose another fight, they can actually get very quickly back onto the point and have a little bit of wiggle room time to knock it into overtime.
That's true. That is true. They won that fight so quickly. It was another response. We see the sleep from Zero.
Oh, he's going to die. He's done.
That's easy. Stay chill, mentor.
Yep,
Bye-bye.
Goodbye. Unfortunate. Rain Uwu getting the double pick. This is exactly what I'm talking about. So now they just need to hold it off as long as they can. Only one person contesting right now. I like the choice to delay it ever so slightly, and now we're waiting for everybody to get back up and be able to cause this overtime. They have very, very little time left.
Now pushing the door, and God Jr. has ult. You see Wikitrix got on that Tracer for that exact same reason, but he didn't make it to the point. Team Legion will take the CSU Compton Showdown. It's done.
I owe Eli a pizza.
The Pizza Hut pizza is secured. We are Legion. As we see this big dead eye here.
If I get home and I find out Betty White died.
No, I will be very sad. I won't want no pizza. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Team Legion.
Yep.
Once again,
Diego, Nicholas, Nathan, Sierra, Fabian, and Odalis absolutely killing the game. Fantastic work from all of them. Zero, Sneaky Turtle, Rain, everybody. They're all putting in that work. Congratulations. And also a big round of applause to Shoutout Betty White.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
Because
Absolutely.
fantastic work from them as well.
Oh, for
Little
sure.
bit too much aggression on some of those games. But all in all, Team Legion was a formidable foe. Very, very happy with the performance. We were saying this a little bit earlier. Nobody likes a blowout, and obviously none of the matches today were a blowout. No. It was a very, very close every single time. Nobody just got absolutely steamrolled, and we saw the coordination, the teamwork, and the ability that this camp has caused, that people have been able to get through these mentorship programs. So a big, big thank you to not only Pizza Hut, but to Compton Unified School District and Domingo Hills College Very, very much appreciated.
Absolutely. This showdown could not have happened without not only the sponsorship, as you mentioned, of those brands, but the students as well as their parents, the viewers at home. We thank you so much for tuning in and being with us. We appreciate all the efforts that you have gone through to bring us into your home. So I just want to say a quick thank you to you all. But it just won't be a simple thank you. We've also got a little bit more for you all, as I know Queen McRib has something very happy to announce for you all.
Yes. So now it is time to announce the raffle winners. I'm just waiting on the Overlord of Raffle to text me who will be winning today. We have some amazing prizes that we are raffling off. Hello. And I know that a lot of you have been active in the chat trying to get those prizes. Type and pick me. So do your thing. Keep typing. Keep being active. And we'll wait for these raffle prize winners. I can't wait to announce them soon.
Absolutely.
Well, while we're waiting here, I want to ask you, McRib, what was your favorite moment from this match that you saw here? And then overall, what you thought about the Overwatch play that you saw throughout the showdown?
I mean, I was a big fan of Sun clearing out all those points with just one bob. Like that was, I think it was twice or three times where he single-handedly cleared out the point by himself with his bob. It was insane. It was insane.
It was incredible.
Absolutely. Lots of good plays from a lot of players. And you can also see a lot of good plays from all of us on our respective social medias. Make sure to follow Eli the Courier One right over here. Queen McRib is on that side for me.
She's over there.
She's over there. Make sure to follow her at Queen McRib, at Eli the Courier One, at Cookin' with Jake, all of that stuff. And you can make sure to follow all of our respective Twitches. Mine is at Karate Kuba, at Queen_McRib, at Mira_LBC. And you will see exactly who these raffle winners are right after this. Don't go anywhere.
Welcome back, guys. I am here to announce the raffles. I know you guys have been waiting with bated breath, but I think it is time now for the raffle drum roll. Who will be our first winner? Our first winner winning a Jinx Overwatch MVP laptop school backpack. It's 18 inches. It can fit a huge laptop in there, hopefully a gaming laptop. We have at Hugo31045. Hey. Next, we have a Funko Pop Toxic Wrecking Ball. It's 6 inches. It's super cute. You can commemorate Maya Gonzalez's amazing, amazing, amazing Hamtaro plays. Let's get that drum roll going. And the winner is Illy Luna with 1,000,000 A's. Congratulations. Have fun with your own personal little Hamtaro. Next, we are giving off a $20 BattleNet store gift card. And the winner is at the boy shoots. So he will be using that very well, hopefully getting some tricky flicks. Hey. Next, we're giving out this same gift card, and that is going to the one. She doesn't need a drum roll because she's the one, the only Joey Marie. Congratulations. You deserve it. Spend that $20 really well. You supported all of these teams. I know you're tired of hearing about healing. And the next and final BattleNet store gift card that we're giving out, drum roll please, is going out to Heidi O'Kits 420. Nice. And then I know I am personally a console gamer. I'm personally a console scrub, so I am very excited to announce who will be getting the gift cards that are spanning 3 different consoles. The first one is our PlayStation Plus subscription. You'll be getting 3 months on us, and that is going to Edward 23K. And the next one, we will be giving out a Pizza Hut certificate, pizza voucher. I know, unfortunately, Kuba can't get one, but it is going to, I believe, one of our players. Drum roll, please. Into Deep 1310, you deserve that. Get that pizza. Treat yourself. You worked hard. You worked so hard. And you had to be judged at the same time. I couldn't do it. And last but not least, we are giving out one final Pizza Hut voucher. We are saving the best for last. It is going to El Torito with a 0. Congratulations. You eat that pizza, and I'll be jealous because I have no pizza.
All right. Thank you so much for that, Queen McRib. Congratulations to all of our raffle winners. Congratulations to Team Legion. And a special shout out to everyone who was able to make the EDU Compton Showdown presented by the Gamers EDU possible, from our lovely production staff right behind us to all the mentors, all the students who work so hard, and of course the administration over at Dominguez Hills University, as well as
Cal State University, Domingo Hills.
I forget. I'm not part
of
it.
We've both been, so we're just like, yeah.
Yeah. We want to thank everybody who came together to make this showdown happen. I want to thank all of the wonderful administrators, as we mentioned, our sponsors, Pizza Hut, and all the people who put so much effort into this.
And an extra big thank you to Eli the Curry for being such a great commentator and doing such a good job.
Please, Kuba, couldn't have done it without you, my man. Right next to me here. We appreciate you all so much. And also, very special thanks to Thunder Studios, which hosted us. It's been our time. Now we got to go back. We got to play more Overwatch.
And I got to go buy him a pizza.
Yeah. So Queen McRib, also shout out to you. Thank you so much for popping through. We didn't get to see you on Monday, but it's been so lovely having you here on Wednesday and Friday. Let the people know where we can find you.
Yeah, thanks for having me. You can find me at twitch.tv/queen_McRib. I stream Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, including today. I also, on Twitter and Instagram, I'm Queen McRib.
All right.
And Eli the Curry, you can follow him over at Eli the Curry1 at Twitter, and you can follow him and his partner on Twitch at twitch.tv/Mira. underscore LBC, MIRA underscore LBC.
You know it. And Kuba, you can find on Twitter, Cooking with Jake, no G in the word cooking. And he streams on Twitch at Karate Kuba.
Karate
KARATEKUBA. I can spell that
I
word.
stream every night except for Mondays and Saturdays, because Saturday's movie night with the boys, girls, and damers. So if you want to come in through my Discord as well, we're watching Judge Dredd this Saturday. It's going to be a good time.
But Stallone or the new one?
The Stallone one, the terrible one.
Hey.
The one where he becomes the law. You betray the law.
All right, folks.
And super big thank you to everybody. Is there anything else that we need to announce? Don't think so. So this has been the EDU Compton Showdown. My name is Kuba.
I'm Eli the Curry.
And everybody out there, as well as our host.
Queen McRib.
Yeah, Queen McRib right there. Tune into all of us. We love your beautiful faces. Remember, kiss your family right on the mouth and let them know you love them, but only 6 feet apart. Good night, everybody.
That's what we're doing now.